Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City show. Mannem United podcast meets the Mannem City podcast. Veta will be here shortly to talk, answer all your Manchester City questions. I'm sure I'll have plenty to say on Manchester United. I know for a fact I'll have plenty to say on Arsenal, and I'm sure as well I'll have plenty to say on Liverpool. And speaking of two of the clubs I just mentioned, or three of the clubs I just mentioned, I should add, can Arsenal or Liverpool beat Manchester City to a league title, or this league title, I should add? So we'll be discussing that in Manchester United side. Yeah, it is all doom and gloom, but reports came out yesterday talking about Manchester United looking at Eze potentially next summer. I seen it said Eze, I believe a central midfielder and a defender as well. So get your questions in. Please just keep them Manchester United or Manchester City related, please, people. Make sure you run up the likes as well. Run up the likes on the video, people. Let's make sure you do that. Hit the like button. Make sure you share this across all the socials as well. That's me, Flawless. At Sarcasm City TV, you see both. That's me, Flawless. At Sarcasm City TV. Please retweet and like on Twitter/X. Make sure you share from the Instagram as well. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And like I stated, Veta will be here shortly, people. So get your questions in now. I'll start the best questions. Of course, if you super chat, we'll get to them as well. And follow Sarcasm City TV on the playback. Let me see what you lot are saying in the chat. Big up Barrio, obviously overjoyed that Colombia beat Argentina. I didn't even know what the result was, but salute to Colombia. Big up Beans on Toast. Flawless, I'd also like to comment on this platform and how Argentinians are reacting to the loss. Argentinian fans in social media are being racist once again to us Colombians. But we know what Argentinian fans are like. We've seen the team. You see the team, disgusting behavior. We already know, but I'm glad that Colombia won the game. Warrior J just said 2-1. Big up Warrior J every single time. Warrior J says, hit the likes. Do not move like Rashford in Manchester United's first 3 games. Facts, man. You don't want to be doing that, man. Don't want to be moving like the Chelsea attacker home to Crystal Palace. Make sure you run up the likes. Big up to King as well. Says, big up Flawless. Bring back Angel Gomez to our football club. I hear you. I would happily see him come back. Happily see Angel Gomez come back to the football club. He impressed me. He impressed me a lot. He did. Especially today in that game. Big up Flawless. Hit the likes and subscribe. You already know. Look at this JD9, my baller getting the win. This shamelessness from H in regards to it. Absolutely. No, I didn't see the Ryan Gravenberch pass. No, I did not. I did not. The only international game I watched was England-Finland. But like I said, Ryan don't listen. But keep all questions Manchester United or Manchester City related, please, as well. And in regards to Manchester United and this, where it says Manchester United looking at Eze next summer. Why next summer? Why was we not looking at Eze this summer just gone? Why was he not top of the list? If we was going to keep this manager, even though I like the business Manchester United done, we should have just said, all right, we're just going to outscore teams. Go the Chelsea route. All that money we spent on defensive players, we should have spent on the attack. Because we bought Euro, we bought De Ligt, we bought Maserati, we bought Agate. So 4 of the 5 signings, I don't think I'm missing anyone. 4 of the 5 signings were all defensive-minded players. Flip that. And sign Xerxes, go get a striker, go get a left winger, go get a right winger, and go get a deep line playmaker. That's what we should have done if we were going to keep this manager and just go and outscore teams. Go get Eze, Elise, and Tony. That's what it should have been. Eze, Elise, Tony. I'm just throwing out names here, boy. It could have been Eze, any right winger of a right winger of certain quality. That's why I should have a striker of certain quality and go get a deep line playmaker of quality. And yes, defensively, we would have still been suspect because there would have been no De Ligt, there would have been no Maserati, there would have been no Euro. But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Let's go and outscore teams. At least I wouldn't be sat here all summer long talking about where the goals coming from. So all right, I can see the goals. Now we're going to concede a lot. Yes, we still have Maguire. Yes, we still have Lindelof. Yes, we still don't have a natural 6. Yes, Johnny Evans is still out there. But guess what? We can score. We can outscore teams. Can't nil your way to wins. You cannot nil your way to wins. It don't work like that. However, what you can do, people, is outscore your way to win. So you can win games 3-2, 4-3, 5-3, 6-3. Like that should have been. And again, this ties into Ineos where I go, what was the plan? What was the plan? This is why I'm not with the Ineos hype and never have been. Now, granted, again, I'll state this. They've done well in the transfer window, yes. But this whole nonsense about the playing style and we want to play if you want to play possession-based football, you don't stick with Ten Hag. Nonsense. Never had so much foolishness in my life. If you are trying to play possession-based football, you don't stick with Ten Hag. You don't go and interview Thomas Tuchel. It's the complete opposite. That's why it don't make sense. And it makes me look at it like you're not looking for a style. You're not looking to implement a style. You're just picking what you believe is the best manager available. So you believe that Tuchel was one of the best managers available. All right, let's go and interview him. You decided to stay with Ten Hag. It's all very amateurish. But again, with the way we've been moving in the window, new manager, if we get the right manager on accident and you add in attacking players, all of a sudden we can do something. This team with a better manager and a couple, 2 or 3 more better attacking players, we could do something. It could actually be a genuine, serious outfit. Genuine, serious outfit. Because the league isn't that strong. Like, obviously, things can change, teams can get better. But that's how I'm looking at it in regards to that. Because the defense don't worry me. Defensively, Manchester, of course, could we get better? Yes, you can always get better. However, the defense doesn't worry me. And that's been the one thing that has improved already this season. And that's not to do with Ten Hag or the coaching. That's just because we bought better individual defenders. Like, De Ligt is of a better level. Mazraoui, we've seen. Mazraoui has surprised me, actually. Very, very efficient. Very, very efficient. Now, he's not the greatest, but just efficient. And when I say that, that's a massive compliment to him. Like, there's no glaring weaknesses in his game. He just does his job. Every time I watch him, 7 out of 10. So that's how I look at it. So yeah, we should have just went that route and then went and bought the defensive. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it is a financial decision why they kept Ten Hag, and maybe Ruud's going to take over as interim or someone else, and that's why we've gone defensively strong. But our attack is lacking. But big up to Football Gossiper as well. You already know, King. Big up to Maverick as well. Jordan asked if we had to lose our next 3 games and then Ten Hag gets the sacked, would you take that offer? No, because I never want my team to lose. So I'm never on the train of Manchester United wanting to lose. Plus, I don't trust these lot to go and get the next guy. Now, the common sense thing is to give Ruud the job as an interim. Don't give it him permanently. You give him the job as an interim, and then you try and locate, not even try and, you locate a manager you want who fits whatever style you're trying to play. But Ineos don't seem they're trying to fit a style. You have Ten Hag, you have Tuchel, De Zerbi. All 3 of them play different ways. So it's like, pick one. And I said that before Ineos took over, long before they decided to keep Ten Hag. I want the new ownership to say, okay, we are going to play this way. Our way to play is this. We are going to play possession-based. We are going to play counter-attack. We are going to play tiki-taka. We are going to go high-energy, heavy metal football. Whatever the case may be, pick one. And then you get a manager who fits that. You then assess the squad. And then you look at, okay, who can play that to any form of level? Who fits the style? So I used this example before, tiki-taka. We are going to play tiki-taka football. Okay, what players in the Manchester United squad can play that to any form of level? Okay, these are the players we keep. No more clean slates. Everybody else must go. And then you bring in players who can play that style to an extent. But no, Jordan, I would never pick Manchester United to lose. Barrio says, Flawless, which match do you think all the United fans will turn on Ten Hag? I don't think all the fans will ever turn on Ten Hag from a match fan perspective in regards to boos. Like, the Manchester United faithful are very, very, very loyal. They're extremely supportive. Like, he'd have to say something against the match going fans in an interview for the fans to do that. Because as bad as we were, even after the Liverpool game, they didn't really boo like that. They booed the substitution and they were booing the manager. And I know for facts it was getting hostile in the ground. I know people who was in the ground as well as some of you lot watching as well. You've heard Saeed, Double A, Ash all mention it as well. So I look at it and I go, that maybe, but I don't think they turn on him fully. But the shouts are getting louder. You got to pick up some win. Like, if he don't win against Southampton, it's only going to get even more and more. The situation is going to become even more pressurized. I even want to say toxic. That's the long word. But let's say United draw 1-1 against Southampton, which could happen. That is only going to become more and more of a conversation, and the pressure's going to pile on. And then now all of a sudden the Barnsley game, third round of the League Cup, is now a game where it's like all eyes on. There shouldn't be that much pressure going into that game. But if Manchester United draw against Southampton, or just don't win, forget even draw, don't win against Southampton, it's all eyes on that game now. Now that game, even though it's a must-win game because it's Barnsley at home in the cup, it's not a must-win game so people ain't talking about your job. So let's say United draw against Southampton and lose to Barnsley. And then Palace away, every game just becomes tougher. Every game is more eyes on. Every game there's even more pressure. But hey, we move. We move. We'll see what else. Flawless, what's your lineup for the Southampton game? Has to be the same lineup against. Actually, Agate is available, isn't he? What would I pick? I'll always drop Bruno. So, Onana in goal. I'm tired of Onana. Play Bayern there. I play Bayern there. This is never going to happen. This is my lineup. Bayern there in goal. Back four is the same. So, Dalot, Mazzarri, De Ligt, Martinez. Agate, Casemiro, Meno is my midfield trio. Diallo, Garnacho, Xerxes. We're never going to see that team, but that's the 11 I would play. Rashford, not even in the squad. Yeah, Bruno, I would have. And then all the other players I dropped can hold bench. That's just me. Let's see what else he looks. Spurs and Villa will buy him time. I can see him getting a result against Villa. I can see that. I really can. If we sack Ten Hag, I don't want us to get too cool because, like you said, Flawless, the style of play that Jason Wilcott's play doesn't make sense. Makes no sense, but then keeping Ten Hag don't make no type of sense. This next appointment will tell us all because it is a question of if, not when Ten Hag is sacked, who do we go and get? But I don't even like what happened in the summer. So if Ten Hag is still here when Euro comes back, do you think there's any chance we go to a back three? No. Would I like to see us we could go to a back three now. I'd like to see us go to a back three now, but will he do that? No. It's not working. Switch it up. Try something else. But this manager thinks this is working and this is the way to go. So therefore, stick with it. I play a back three without Euro. You've got De Ligt. You've got Martinez. You've got Maguire. You got Johnny Evans. I know Euro's injured. Lindelof's injured currently. But with those four, you're more than capable. Luke Shaw's back. He can play left-sided centre-back too. And you could play Martinez central if you really wanted to. Point is, I'm saying you've got options now. You could play a back three from now. You go with that. You just throw Maguire into the side, play De Ligt right-sided centre-back, Martinez left-sided centre-back, wing-backs, Dalot, and you could have Dalot, Mazzarri in the midfield. You could have Cass. Yeah, you could have Cass, Agate, Meno. Is that too many? Yeah, 3-5-2, and then the two up top, you could have a Diallo and a Xerxes, for example. There you go. All right. Simple as that, but will he do that? No. Big up to Omar as well. Says big up, Flawless, my guy. Big up. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Surely you'll beat Southampton. Why are you so sure we'll beat Southampton? Manchester United are capable of losing to anybody. I'm not saying with any confidence that Manchester United go on and beat anybody at all. I don't know. People have said this. Lee Judges said, shout out to Lee Judges. I'm also on his channel with Potts on Mondays as well, 12:30 people. So make sure you check it out. I need to add a playlist to it on the channel as well. I don't get, because even Lee Judges said the same thing. But yeah, surely you'll beat Southampton. I ain't confident going into any game. Now, have I predicted a win? Yes, but I always predict wins or draws for Manchester United because I am a Manchester United fan. So United fixtures, Southampton away, Barnsley at home in the League Cup. That's 20 at home in the Europa. Palace away. Wait, how have you done this? 1 second. Let me pull up the fixtures. Because I've seen Rants titled the video, the live stream we did about the 5 games this month as well. So Southampton away on Saturday, which is the early kickoff. 1 second. Let me pull this up. So Southampton away, early kickoff. Barnsley at home in the EFL Cup. Crystal Palace away, 20 at home. Spurs away. Now, the 2 cup games, do I think Manchester United win? Yes. Home to Barnsley, I think Manchester United win. I think at home to 20, we do the business. Them 2 away games are the ones. Southampton away, Palace away are going to be tough games. Spurs at home screams draw. So let's say results are not good through the period. In October, away to Porto, bang. Away to Villa, bang. 2 very tough away fixtures. Home to Brentford won't be easy. And actually, Porto and Villa, then there's an international break. Then you're straight back. Brentford at home, not easy. Fenerbahce away, tough. West Ham 3 days later, tough. He might not make it, people. I just don't trust Ineos to sack him. But when I say he might not make it, these results will not be resulting during that period. I don't think the results will be resulting during that period. From these fixtures, how many wins do I think United get? Honestly, I think we beat Southampton, beat Barnsley, beat 20, draw against Palace and Spurs. That's what I think will happen. That's what I think will happen. I think that Spurs and Palace games have draw written all over them. So the 3 wins of Southampton away, Barnsley at home, 20 at home. Don't do that. You could count on one hand how many wins Villa have at Villa Park in your lifetime. Yeah, but all we have to do, though, nephew, is draw. A draw is a pressure situation. Let's say it's a 1-0 draw or 2-2 draw, and we know the performance ain't going to be good. So let's say we even draw there and it's 1-1. And that is, and let's say, like I said, the results are not resulting. We played Porto away 3 days before. And it's just before an international break. And it's an early kickoff on the Sunday as well. Against you lot, 2 p.m. UK time. And then we back at it. Brentford at home, Fenerbahce away, West Ham away. He might not make it, and I'm looking here, yeah. Then if he makes it through that, Chelsea at home, that will be tough. But then we got PAOK at home, Leicester at home, Ipswich away, Bodo Glint at home, Everton at home. That might be some respite in November. But then away, December starts away at Arsenal. Home at Forest, okay, you'll fancy your chances. Away at Victoria P, you will. Then away to City. Home to Bournemouth. You beat us last year. Away to Wolves, won't be easy. Bear in mind, that's the 21st of December, we play Bournemouth at home. Wolves away the 26th of December. That's 5 days. And 3 days later at home to Newcastle, going to be a tough game. And then we have the small trip, the easy trip, 4th of January, 1 day after my birthday, away to Anfield. Away at Anfield to Liverpool. Yeah. He might not make it. Maverick says, do you think Rude was the backup plan if Ten Hag doesn't make things right? It seems that way. Because to go and get someone who was managing elsewhere to be the number 2, surely he was promised that. Because he could have went to Burnley, could have stayed at PSV, I believe, or went elsewhere if that's not the case. Or could have just sat out and got another job. Because it's not like you didn't have success there. So, Jordan says, do you think Amorim would be good as next manager? That'd be my pick. Amorim would be my pick. I wanted him and Flick this summer. They were the 2. Obviously, Flick ended up going Barcelona, but Amorim is my numero uno choice. Don't know too much about him, but from what I know and what I've seen, I go, yeah. And Sporting played both City and Arsenal. They played them both in the Champions League. I'm gonna try and do watch-alongs for both of those games as well. I am. But your fan base will take that because we're in a top 4 race and it's our place. Depends how you do versus Spurs. Depends on the performance, though. If the performance is bad, even if we draw, that's then going to be the conversation. And the performance ain't going to be good. The United have a game every 3-4 days in December. Pretty much, yes. Like I'm looking here. 3rd of December, Arsenal. 7th of December, Forest at home. Victoria P, 12th of December. That's away. Manchester City, 2 days later at the Etihad. Then there's a 7 day. Is that 7 days? Yeah, 7 days. 21st, Bournemouth at home. 5 days, the 26th of December. Boxing Day away at Wolves. 3 days later at home to Newcastle. And the small part of Liverpool. 4th of January. Thank God that's not my birthday. Thank God. Thank God. Which game do you think might pull the trigger or Ten Hag getting sacked? This look. Let me have a look. Let me see. If we get back West Ham, that's the one that stands out. West Ham away. That's what I would say. West Ham away is the one that, because I don't like, you got tough trips, especially if we're in dire straits in the Europa League. Because we played Porto away and Fenerbahce away before that West Ham game. Also got Villa away, Spurs at home, and all the September fixtures as well. Yeah, West Ham away, I could see it. Because then you're looking at November, Chelsea at home, PAOK at home, Leicester at home, Ipswich Town away, Bodo Glint at home, Everton at home. That's the run you want for an interim. Like if I'm an interim, I'm looking at that going, yeah, give me that run. I fancy my chances of hitting the ground running and winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, winning 6 games. I'm looking at November going, I can win 6 games. Maybe I don't know if we're still in the EFL Cup, if that adds in there as well. But I'm looking at winning 6 games over 2 competitions, and I've got 5 out of 6 at home games, and the away games Ipswich Town. I fancy my chances. I definitely fancy my chances in that. If I'm an interim, that's me looking at it from a managerial. And if I'm Ineos, you're trying to bring him in where he's got a favorable run on paper, so West Ham away. That's what I'm saying. But do I believe in these men? I have no faith in these lot. But someone who does have faith in these lot, and I get why, because if I was a rival fan, I'd have faith in these lot too. One of the best content creators out here. Soon enough, you lot are going to know. And you lot will give him his flowers. And when you lot are giving him his flowers, I'll be here to say, I told you so. I've rated him from data. Like, the biggest compliment I can pay him is, his ability to say shit with a straight face at times. But then he'll do his tell though is the smile. He'll start smiling when he's saying things, but the way he won't change his tone, very Lewis-esque. Lewis has the ability to do that, but he'll do it when he's telling jokes. Like his tone is the same, and he'll be saying some absolute fuckers to you. But welcome to the show. My life Vader is in the building. Yes, family. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Yo, you know I'm good, Flawless. What it do? What you got, like a supplement drink? What you?
Nah. This is pop, no supplement drink. I'm not like you. I need to get in the gym. I do need to get in the gym.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Next month. Nah, it's all good. That's
it.
on the schedule for next month still. I need to get in the gym. I do.
I hear it.
That is my plan.
It. Thanks for having me on the show this week. And apologies. It's going to be a hectic show. For those of you on Spotify, you're going to be seeing me kind of going in and out just because my daughter's starting tutor. Everything's kind of like been up in the air. So I'm back and forth. But I'm here. And I'm here. I got some. Let's not waste any time. If you're on Spotify, continue to listen. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe, show my man the love that he deserves. All right. Now, before anyone gets upset about the change in background, I told you this season, it's about Vader, first name Vader, last name Games. It's about Vader Games flexing. I'm flexing this season. My people, my Canadians, my Maple Leafs, my brothers that play this game on ice showed the Americans how to play on grass as well. I have to flex it. There's not much that I kind of have right now, but we're building, we're growing. And it's not going to be too long until Flawless might be looking over his shoulder being like, I don't want these England boys playing against these Canadian boys. But we'll talk about that at another time. At another time. But I mean, a lot happened, Flawless. A lot happens in an international break.
A lot. You know what I mean? Yes.
A lot. And so when people were trying to find out what are we going to talk about, what's going to happen, it all played out. And I don't even know where to start. I don't know if I want to crash it on Chelsea fans. I don't even know if I want to go after Liverpool fans.
Well, that's in the title, so we'll go there. Because what I did title is, can Arsenal or Liverpool beat Manchester City to the title? Liverpool fans super confident currently, as they should be. Slots done very well, won 3 games out of 3. Battered my mob at our place as well. Arsenal fans in disarray. Enough emergency meetings. Odegaard injury. Moreno injury. Declan Rice suspended. Calafiori injured. It isn't looking good for them. But Liverpool, we'll start there. Liverpool, because they seem to be currently, you know what I'm saying, they're the team.
Yeah.
We're top of the table with you as well. 100% record, like yourself. Thoughts on what's going on, and their fans more so as well.
Oh, the thoughts. Liverpool. I think I've been giving them too much props over the years. I think I was a little lost in the fight for the title over all these years, when as much as they kind of huffed and puffed, they won one. So the conversation about like Liverpool in this upcoming title race, I'm very different from some of my City fans because they're telling you, like, Vader, chill, relax. We know it's Liverpool. They're going to be in the mix. But I'm like, but they got a new manager in Slot. Unproven. He's got to prove himself. They've got players that many of their fan base were saying they need more. They need to strengthen. They need support, right?
Yeah.
So all that happens, and I'm supposed to worry about this Liverpool squad with a different manager. And when they had their greatest manager, weren't able to do it. So it's funny. It's funny. Like the manager that made them doubters to believers, they now have a new manager and he hasn't proven anything. But for some reason, all these Liverpool fans believe even more. Some of these Liverpool fans believe more in a new manager this season with no additions, by the way, than what they did last season. Now, I'm going to be the first to say, I do respect Liverpool. Don't get it twisted. I do respect them, right? And more importantly, I respect FSG. I respect the ownership of Liverpool. I respect how they're able to not listen to the whiny crybabies, those that want to say FSG out, those that are having all these protests. They don't listen to any of that. They don't get swayed. They know that they have a plan. And their plan is to be efficient. Their plan is Moneyball. So I actually respect FSG not being swayed by their fan base saying we want more. Because you know what? FSG know better. Because since FSG came through, they've been efficient with how they've spent. They've been efficient with how they've won. Now, everyone could argue, could they win more? But no one else has won. No other ownership. And ask a Liverpool fan which ownership would they want other than Manchester City. But if they want any other ownership, who's proven to actually deliver? FSG. Funny enough, I'm talking to you, Flawless. You don't like to hear this, but Glazers, Ineos, another ownership that happened to know how to win trophies. So when rivals want to,
you know what's crazy?
What's that?
Chelsea won the same amount in the club era. They won more.
There you go.
They won more.
They won more.
They won more. They won more.
So
they won more.
There's got to be some chill. Now I respect Liverpool. I respect FSG for what they're doing. They're like, no, we're not going to be swayed. We're going to do what we need to do. They looked at this transfer window. City looked at this transfer window. Arsenal looked at this transfer window. I mean, not many clubs actually went and spent big. Though the quote unquote clubs that should be going after the title, no one really spent big money. No one really went and said,
and that's a problem within itself, and that's why you lot are going to 5-peat.
I think we're going to 5-peat for different reasons, but it's not because of the investment. I think it's because of across the board.
You are better, but teams can push you. Like Liverpool, where their issues lie. If I was a Liverpool fan, is if we spend more, we take 2 titles off you. We lost the league by 1 point twice.
That's
push
if ands.
If ands, but that's how you look.
That's a great what if. That's a great what if.
It's a great what if, but it's a realistic what if though. We lost the league title, but to you lot by 1 point each. If we had a little bit more, we win them 2 league titles. We have a little bit more, we potentially have a Champions League. So we go from 1 league title and 1 Champions League to 3 league titles and 2 Champions League. I'm happy it didn't happen. But I understand why United. I understand why Liverpool fans are on FSG's case. Because if I am that close and we don't do what's required to even, it's about the attack. I was saying this earlier on the Managerial United pod. It's not about getting there. It's about the aim. The goal should be there. FSG goals don't align with Liverpool fans' goals.
Liverpool fans, they're not going to be satisfied. They're not going to be happy. Like that's just what it is. Like
because FSG don't have the same. Their mindset is not the same as Liverpool's.
Flawless. Every fan base are complaining. Again, I got to take myself out of the mix. But every other fan base are complaining about owners. Every other fan base is complaining about owners.
Because their ownership is not, that's not what's on the ownership's mind. That's what it is. At your place, the ownership have the exact same mindset as the fans. At Real Madrid, the ownership have the exact same. They're the only 2 teams, ironically, the 2 best teams in Europe, that the fan base have no issues. Only big teams.
You want to hear something crazy?
Go on.
The ownership are more ambitious than the City fans. This is the lottery.
Yeah, because it's like
we are ecstatic. We are this never dreamed of, never demanded, never expected. But when I look at other fan bases, demand after demand. I'm accustomed to this. I expect this. We're a big club. This is the problem. There's no satisfying those fan bases.
But it's about that. No, there is. If the aim was there, a lot of fans would be okay. It's because the aim ain't there.
Flawless. Even when Liverpool were in their pump, their fan base were complaining. Their fan base were still complaining.
Yeah, they was because they know that it was in spite.
No,
Their success was in spite of FSG. Of course,
no, it was
it was in
not.
spite.
You can't
It was in
see.
spite
This
of
is the
FSG.
problem. Their fan base want to separate what FSG do in terms of the good that they do. A lot of the
No, it
good that
doesn't.
they do is why they're at where they're
Yeah,
at.
it doesn't mean they didn't do no good, but it ties back into my original point. FSG don't have the Liverpool fans' mindset. It wasn't win at all costs. Their main issue wasn't to win, because if it was, you go and attempt to do what's to do. It's
You can't.
Manchester
So
United is the same. Chelsea is the same. Bayern
nah,
Munich been a mess for a while now. It's the same. Your mob is like that. Real Madrid is like that. It's the same. Like their mindset is. That's why the fans complain. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be pissed too.
that's crazy. That's crazy. I
How is it
remember
crazy?
Liverpool. I remember Liverpool fans complaining during their quad run. They were playing
Because
for all trophies, and they were still complaining.
Great example. You know why? Because they didn't add sufficiently. If they add sufficiently, it increases their chances of winning the quad.
Of course.
How can you despite that?
No. But
they didn't do what needs to be done.
No, but
you
can say that in hindsight. No, you can say that in hindsight.
No. No. It's not in hindsight. The reason why it's not in hindsight is not the reason why it's not in hindsight, because you just said yourself they were complaining during. That is not hindsight.
No. That's what I mean. Their fan base will complain no matter what. Their fan base want perfection. Yes, their fan base want perfection. There's no perfection in football. There's no perfection in sports.
Yeah, it's not about perfection. Again, it ties back into what I'm saying.
Flawless. They were 2 games away from winning the quad.
And why did I sit on this platform and every other platform and say Liverpool will not win the quad confidently? I said they would fall short. Why? Why could I confidently say that? I don't have a crystal ball. Why did I confidently say that from the start? All during the run that Liverpool would not win a quad. They would fall short in the Premier League and they would fall short in the Champions. How can I say that so confidently?
Because they were going up against Manchester City and Pep.
That too. That one of the
things. And they were going up against Real Madrid.
And also why too. And also why, but they're capable of beating you lot too. With a better side, they went far. Yes, but the thing is, they didn't do enough to swing it in their favor. Is the point I'm making? You're going up against two juggernauts, two quality. But again, it's not about getting to perfection. Aim. Real Madrid don't get it right all the time. But you know what Real Madrid do? Aim for protection. You know what Manchester City do? You aim for perfection. Of course you do.
No, flawless.
So you don't aim. Wait. So City don't aim for perfection. Is that what you're telling me? Pep don't aim for. He doesn't set up his team and plan meticulously.
Okay, that's a different. Now the manager expecting the tools that he has to still achieve perfection. Yes, but the manager doesn't go, I don't got a screwdriver in my toolbox. Oh, it's not happening. He's like, I'm gonna make do. I'm gonna make do. I don't have a screwdriver. I'm gonna make do.
You're never a make do. You're never a make do team.
Flawless. We Pep implemented the false 9 because we didn't go and market and get a striker, which we needed a striker, right?
But you always have, because of the talent, and this ties back into what I'm saying, because of the talent. Because of the talent you have on show, you can afford to not have something and have great backup. It's not like you don't have. It's not like you got class A. You don't have class A eggs, so you can't make a banging omelet. But you know what you lot can do? You lot have, I don't know, someone give me a breakfast. You have another top of the, it might not be eggs to make an omelet, but you have something else to go and make a top of the line breakfast. The thing is with Liverpool was the aim wasn't there. Aim. They were a midfielder away. If they, you know what's crazy? If they have a better midfielder, I think they beat you lot to the league title. Because I've said this before, and I say this again about Central.
Let me say this. The difference is, if my manager realizes this in this toolbox, I can't be playing for all 4 cups. I'm a pick and choose. They win the league and possibly the Champions League, not having to play for the League Cup and the FA Cup. If again, realizing that you don't have the bodies, you pointed it out. Oh, they're a midfielder away. Well, if you're a midfielder away, stop putting kilometers on that midfield and have them for the big cups.
It wasn't a miles thing on the clock why they lost to you. Look, it wasn't a tiredness thing.
They lost Fabinho and they lost Thiago in the final few weeks of the season because he had to play in the FA Cup semifinal. And then but
even with Fabinho, there weren't a Fabinho and Thiago away from beating you lot. That's not why they lost.
Flawless.
You know why they lost?
They lost by 1 point. Flawless.
You know why you know why they lost by 1 point? Because their lack of quality.
That's
why.
a scapegoat, and it's too easy for the Liverpool fans to be like.
So they got more. So they're more talented than you. That Liverpool side was better than your City side.
It's not a matter.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
But it's not a matter of being more talented than us. They only have to play us twice.
Yes,
they lost by 1 point. They lost by 1 point, and you can look at on the losses or draws that they had within that season, because I think they drew to Spurs. If the manager himself, here's the thing: if the manager himself realizes what I have and what I don't have, because there's no perfect transfer window, there's no perfect squad. If he had realized that, they're probably looking at an FA, a league, and Champions League, because they lost by 1 goal in Champions League.
How about just give me bad tools, which they didn't do, and that ties back into it. FSG
that ties back into it. Every fan base, give me more.
FSG wasn't.
Give me more.
Because the aim is perfection. That's the point I'm making.
Perfection.
No. It's not perfection. I said the aim. So Real Madrid don't aim for perfection.
Real Madrid.
The aim. No. Answer the question. No. Real Madrid's aim for perfection. So they don't aim to be perfect. You're telling me that's not their goal?
No. Their aim is to win trophies, 100%.
No. But it goes hand in hand. The reason why you aim to be it goes. So they don't aim for perfection. What are we talking about?
Last season they didn't have a 9.
Yes, but ties back into you. Why did they go and get all them other pieces? Because then if you don't have a 9, no. The reason why they can do that is because if you don't have a 9, you have the best manager on the planet in the dugout, and you have some of the best players on the pitch. There's a reason for that.
Right.
Liverpool don't invest like City. Liverpool don't invest like a Real Madrid. Forget money-wise. I'm talking about intent. Real Madrid aim for perfection. This is why they just won a double and went and got Kylian Mbappe. This is why they're linked to Trent. This is why they're linked to Van Dijk. This is why they're linked to Alphonso Davies. What are we talking about?
Yes, moving forward, they're strengthening, but they're not
aim.
No, of course.
The point.
You aim to win.
Liverpool didn't.
That's not true. Flawless.
Liverpool, no, they didn't.
Flawless.
Who did they sign that summer?
Stop it. Hold on. No. We're not doing this.
Who did they sign that summer? Hey, Ryan, who did you sign that summer? You know this. Who did they sign that summer?
It doesn't matter who they...
Of course it matters.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it matters. What are we talking about? Windows don't matter. Of course.
Flawless. They won the Champions League.
And went to sign Kylian Mbappe. There's a reason for that.
Listen.
What we doing out here, man?
Real Madrid are in different categories.
Ryan,
they spend differently. I'm talking about Liverpool.
It's not about the spending, because we spend a lot. But the aim isn't perfection, is the point I'm making. I agree with you. There's never a perfect setup. There's never a perfect team. But the aim is to get there, is my point. Real Madrid's aim is to be perfect. Manchester City's aim is to be perfect. That is not Liverpool.
No.
That is not Liverpool. They don't aim to be perfect.
No,
you would never have a window like them. What's your worst window with Pep?
My worst window
in your opinion, what's your worst window?
Getting Jack Grealish. One player, 100 million. Everybody will look at that season. Oh, City spent 100 million. We only brought in Jack.
Okay, what year was that?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. What did you do the season before? I'm just clarifying. What did you win?
Which
certain
players
did
we get? Or
no. What did you do, like league wise and Champions League?
We won the league. We won the league.
So you won the league the season before, and then you went and splashed 100 million.
See, you're going to focus on spending, and we were talking about. Okay.
No, forget spending. You went, and this is a compliment. That's the point I'm making. You just won the league the season before, and went and got one of the best attacking players in the league.
Oh my God!
Intent. That's intent. You are aiming to be. That's aiming to be perfect. That's the aim. That's the point.
You're wilding tonight. You're wilding tonight.
You wilding. You literally just said we won the league. I can't remember what year was it. 26. You said 2016, right?
No, when we got Jack, it would have been 2022. So then we won 2022. We won 2022. Three-peat 2023.
Okay, so you're coming off the double, correct? You're coming off a double at that point, or is there a single?
Single
season. So you're coming off. So you've just won the league, and then said, "Go and sign Jack Grealish." That is it.
No.
Intent
flawless. No, but hold on. Okay, let me keep that point. Go on. Now, if we had deficiencies, if we had gaps, right? Because there's also player exits and things of that nature.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we bring in Jack after winning the league, look at what Liverpool did. Liverpool won Champions League, and they They lost the league by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
The following year, they won the league.
Yeah.
So when fans, during that time, winning Champions League, winning the league, fans are still complaining about wanting more. And they just lost the league by 1 point, and then they won the league the following season. The fans are never satisfied. I respect FSG for not listening to the fan base, for not going crazy, because they've shown that they can efficiently be in the mix to compete. Now, when we talk about the fan base being giddy, the fan base being happy, the fan base being like, oh, 3 games, we in it. I get it because they've seen FSG be efficient like this before. Now, they've got a manager that has a different style. Maybe the manager, like I pointed out earlier, maybe the manager doesn't put these many kilometers on the players. Maybe the manager decides, you know what, it's not all 4 cups we're going to play in. I'm going to prioritize.
But again, the fact that Liverpool Football Club have to prioritize goals to... No. Let me land, because I let you land, because you know I got a great point here. The fact that Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has to prioritize is a problem. Pep don't have to prioritize. Ancelotti don't have to prioritize. So why does Liverpool have to prioritize? You know why they have to prioritize? What you're saying, if they want to be successful, which I disagree with, but let's say hypothetically they have to prioritize. The reason, let me land, the reason why they have to prioritize is because the squad is short in terms of quality. Now, why is the squad short in terms of quality? The reason why the squad is short in terms of quality, because FSG, top of their list, is not winning. It's not top of their list, because if it's top of their list, they invest. So they get money. You don't even have to go and spend 100 million on a player or 80, 90 million on a player. I'm just talking about investing potential. I mean, investing and go and get players of a certain quality. That is the point I'm making. FSG's top of their list is not winning. Fans, you know what fans? Well, most fans, I'll say. Most fans, you know what's top of their list? Winning. Not all ownerships are like that. You know who the 2 ownerships who are like that? The 2 teams that have been most successful in recent times. Real Madrid, that's their thing. They just came off a double and just went and signed Kylian Mbappe on a free. There's a reason for that. Let's say they do a double again, or whether they're successful or not. Let's say they're not successful. Let's say Real Madrid win nothing. What are they going to go and do in the window? What are they going to go and try and get? A Trent, an Alphonso Davies, a Van Dijk, etc. The list. Same way, if you lot aren't successful, let's say you lot win nothing. What are Manchester City going to do to bounce back? You're going to go and there's going to be intent. Whether the signing goes wrong or not is the point I'm making. Whereas Liverpool don't do that. Manchester United don't do that. Bayern Munich, as of recent years, don't do that. No, it's not perspective. You can expect that from your club. Your club
I'm just saying, but it's perspective if you're looking at FSG and they, and how it may be seen, that they don't believe that they have the squad to win it. It's FSG may be looking at the spine, maybe looking at the players, because it was just last season, Flawless. And this is why I got to be like, I got to push back a little bit. I got to challenge you, because it was just last season where, miraculously, Klopp has discovered that he can play his youngsters.
That's not the reason. And to the judge, who says all clubs need to prioritize Flawless, you talk nonsense. Show me where Real Madrid prioritize. Show me where No. I want him to answer this question to judge. Show me where Real Madrid prioritize. Or is their bench stacked? You know why their bench is stacked? Because their aim is for perfection and to win. This is why they're the only other team in Europe.
Deal with the judge. I'll be effective. Deal with the judge.
Yeah. The only other team outside the city. That's why Arda Güler's on their bench. Outside of Liverpool, because of Mo Salah, who does Arda Güler not start for? How come they can have Güler on the bench and no one mentions it? How come they can have a Chouameni and a Camavinga potentially on their bench and no one talks about it? For example, Real Madrid, yes, I do watch La Liga. So answer my question. Tell me when Real Madrid prioritize. Don't answer a question with a question. You said something, so therefore I am now responding. When do Real Madrid prioritize? That's what I want to know. You've stated something, so now respond. Don't ask me a question without answering me a question. Man said Güler don't start for Arsenal. That's good. Their aim is for Vader's right when he said there's no such thing as perfection in football, which I do agree with. There isn't in top level sport. But I'm talking about the intent and the aim. Real Madrid's aim is to do that. Why did they bring in Kylian Mbappe? Why did they sign Güler? Why did they go get Chouameni and Camavinga when Cruz and Casemiro and Modric were all there still? There's a reason for that. None of them were playing bad at that point. I don't know. You lot in the chat will know better than me. about when, like, what age those three were when Cam and Wenger and Tchouaméni signed. Why did they go get Rudiger? Why are they linked to Alphonso Davies? Why are they linked to Trent? Why are they linked to Saliba? If Real Madrid go get Saliba in the summer, any of us shocked? No. That's their aim, is to be the best. Same way with Manchester City, their aim is to be the best. FSG's aim isn't to be the best. It's not top of the priority list. They want to do well, of course. But look at how they've invested. Same with Manchester United. Like, we spend money, but our aim is not to be the best because look at who we have spending the money. So this is before this summer. Why would you not have a footballing structure in place? Like, why would you not? Judge, I asked you a question, so if you don't want to answer, that's cool. See, people respond to me. I ask them a question and they can't answer, but we move. That's the point I'm making. Aim. It's all about aim and intent. Why do you not have a DOF and a technical director? All the things Manchester United didn't have before Ineos got in, like from the footballing side of things. So it's a mix. That's the point I'm making. Well, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, all types of stuff as well. It is half of the games in the Liga are walkovers for Real Madrid, so they can easily rest play. So if all of the games are walkovers, how come Real Madrid don't just go and win? How come they don't win every game? How come they don't win every match if that's the case? And wait, hold up. What is the league for Manchester City? If half the walkovers in the Liga are for Real Madrid, what are half of the games for Manchester City? Didn't Haaland just go and break the record in his first season? Has he not got 7 and 3? Has he not got 2 hat-tricks? Most games are easy for... See, this is lazy. Most of the games are easy for Manchester City. What are we talking about? Well, what are we doing here? What's going on? Most of their games are easy too. What are we doing there? 2 very dominant teams, both Manchester City and Real Madrid. Hold up. I'm just pulling up tables now from both. So City got 91 points. Madrid got 95 points. This is the season just gone. They didn't win the league 22-23. City won the league 22-23. 21-22, Madrid got 86 points. City in 21-22 got 93 points. The year 2020-21, Madrid didn't win the league. Atletico Madrid won the league. But this is a walkover for them, you know. City won the league and got 86 points. 2019-20, Real Madrid got 87 points. 19-20, I think, is that the last time Liverpool won? Liverpool won the league that year. Liverpool got 99 points. So we have to go all the way back to 1920 when Liverpool didn't win the league. City didn't win the league. It's a walkover for Real Madrid, but they haven't won it back to back. So most of them are walkover. It just sounds like we're just making stuff up. If that's the case, if the league was a walkover, they win the league every year, correct? I'm just saying. If it's a walkover, all right, cool. All right, cool. I said half the games are walkovers if you really watch it. I disagree that half the games are walkovers. I don't think half the games are walkovers. I think Real Madrid are a cut above. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? What about City then? So are the City games not? What are we talking about? You very much well know that the Premier League is much... I disagree with this. I don't very much know. This is your opinion. Don't put your opinions on me. This is your opinion. You very well know that the Premier League is... I disagree that the Premier League is much harder than the Liga. Disagree. Don't put your opinions on me. What are we talking about here? City about to 5-peat. What are we talking about? So who needs to prioritize more? Real Madrid have won 2 out of the last 5. City have won the last 5. Sorry, last 4. Real Madrid have won 2 out of the last 4. But okay. All right. In the time period, the City's 4-peat have been 3 different. But that's a walkover. That league's easy. That league's much easy, but there's been 3 different La Liga winners in City's 4-peat era. All right. Okay. Somehow the maths ain't mathing, and that's a fact. That's not opinion. That's a fact. So what are we talking about here? What are we doing? Like, you disagree with most of the world, then claiming the league is not easy? Yeah, cool. I disagree with most of the world. That's fine. No problem. I don't know how you spoke to most of the world, but we move. But back to my original point is of what you said. You said La Liga is a walkover. So if it's a walkover, how come Real Madrid don't win it every year? Half the game's a walkover. So what is City then? Because City walk through teams too. They win this game. They win this league at a comfortable level more often than not. More often than not, they win the league comfortably. Even when it was by a point with Liverpool and they were battling with them. But okay. Like, what are we doing here? I'm looking here. Wait. 22-23, yeah, they beat Arsenal. 21-22, they beat Liverpool by a point. 2020-21, they ran away with it. 19-20 was the Liverpool year. So, yeah, in the past... take out. So, let's just go from 19-20, while Liverpool won it 19-20. So, let's go from where they four-peated from. They've won it by comfortable margins apart from the Liverpool 1-point thing. And that Liverpool team was a very good team. All right, what are we doing? So if half the games are walkovers for Real Madrid, what are the walkovers for? What's the walkover for City if they 4-peat and get 90+ points more often than not? Funny that almost all the experts in the football world say that the Premier League is the hardest league in the world. Cool. For who? Ain't hard for City. It's not hard. City don't have a tough time. If it's the hardest league in the world, it's not tough for City. Premier a walkover, but a team about to fight. Make it make sense, nephew. Please, make it make sense. The league's not a walkover, but a team about to 5-peat. And if Pep stays, they're going 6-peat. I knew they were going 5-peat before the 3-peat. What are we doing? The league ain't a walkover, but Manchester City are about to 5-peat. What tough games do Manchester City really have? This all stemmed, for those that don't know, because Judge said the Real Madrid don't need to prioritize because half the games are walkovers. So, what are we talking about? Even if City are winning, it doesn't mean the games are easy. We watching different. I think City win comfortably more often than not. They win the Liga at canter. In the past 4 years, take out the Manchester City one. I mean, the Liverpool one by a point. When have they had a tough running? When's the last time they weren't favorites for the league? The league's not a walkover, but they're about to 5-peat. What are we doing? What are we talking about here? That makes no sense whatsoever. The league isn't a walkover, but they're about to 5-peat. So how is La Liga tougher? Someone explain that to me. They are about to gas it up. That makes no sense to me. Because this stems from, because before you left, the judge said that Real Madrid don't have to prioritize because half the La Liga games are easy. So I said, if half the La Liga games are easy, they should win it every year. So how come in the time, and someone said it in the chat, the time that City are 4-peated, there's been 3 different La Liga winners?
No. Listen.
Oh yeah, you gonna gas it up?
No, I'm not gonna gas it. There's a clear difference between La Liga and the Prem. All right, La Liga.
What do you think the difference is?
La Liga get to enjoy winter break. La Liga get an FA that will actually reschedule, move games around for the betterment of them or Barcelona or whoever's representing La Liga when it comes down to Champions League, because they realize that their club going further is better for their league. So a lot of the things that kind of get catered does not happen in the English league. Another thing is when we talk about different winners, okay, different winners, but how much does their top 3 change? How much does their top 4 change? It's really, you can set your clock. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. For those of you on Spotify, I just happened to look at my watch and I said, who are you going to predict to be the top 3? It's pretty much going to be those clubs. Now, everybody was all amped and excited because they saw Girona in the mix, something a little different, right? But it's typically those clubs. And when it comes over here,
because them 3 are consistently 3 of the best teams in Europe. They'd be top 3 in any league.
They'd be top
Pretty much
3
so.
in every league.
In most, they'd be pretty much be top 3 in most leagues.
But look at the difference between them and the rest of that league.
Yeah, because they're that much better than everybody
No.
else. Yes, they are. So wait, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid are not that much better than the rest of the Liga. Of course they are.
No, yes, of course they are.
You're just them 3 rolled into one. You and Liverpool.
No.
Actually, taking Liverpool out of it. You're just them 3 rolled into one.
No.
Of course you are.
No.
Of course you are.
How that was y'all. That was y'all back in the day. Y'all were
and Judge asked me this, and I'm not saying this because I'm a United fan. Yes, it was for us too. What are we talking about here?
No, that ain't us right now. That ain't us right now.
So do you agree? Do you think that most games for Real Madrid are walkovers in La Liga?
Yeah, I'd say they probably have to only worry about 4 clubs, maybe throughout the entire season. And if it's a home game, it's pretty much a gimme.
All right, cool. So if that's, and you believe that's the most part for most of the time that, well, you think that's that for all the time they're there pretty much, yeah? Last few seasons.
Because of Barca's fall off? Yeah.
Okay. So why have they not won the league every year then in the past 4 or 5 years?
Because they've never shown to be that good at winning the league. They've shown to be better at Champions League. Similar to how Liverpool have had their failures with regards to really doing their thing in the league, but for whatever reason, it clicks for them Champions League. Barcelona are the ones.
That's a myth. Hey, let me just clarify that's a myth about Liverpool in the Champions League. It's a myth.
Yeah. I'm here to gas it.
Yeah. It's a myth. Like Newcastle being a successful side, that Liverpool in Champions League thing's a myth as well. Where we move.
Yeah. We'll
they've won the same. They've won the same amount as they've won the same amount as United and Chelsea in the modern day era in the Champions League.
That's a fact.
So nobody is out in front. So this whole thing, no, it's just that they're that bad in the league that people go, oh, well, they've been successful in the Premier League. No, in the modern day times, United and Chelsea have not only been just as successful as them in Europe. We've also managed to put leagues together as well. Yeah. Obviously, us significantly amount more.
I need to win.
Same way, if you lot, whenever you lot win your second Champions League, which is probably around the corner at some point soon, unfortunately, you lot, well, you're the top 2 sides in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Arguably 1, I'd say 2. So this is what it is.
No. Listen. I hear it. But the Real Madrid over at La Liga.
No. Sorry, you said it's a myth. Our trophy room has 6 of them myths. No. Because man, don't be listening to what I'm saying. What I said was a myth about Liverpool being great in the Champions League in the modern day era. That is a myth.
Yeah, modern day.
In the modern day era. I'm a 90s baby. They are a 90s baby. Most of you lot are 90s babies or 2000s babies. I'm not talking about Champions League before we were born. Salute to anyone who was born in the 80s or 70s who's watching because late.
Yeah, large up.
So you lot. What I'm saying is, it's a myth that Liverpool are great in the Champions League in the modern day era. That's a myth.
I'm going to say this, Graham. I don't think you're new to the channel, but what you realize with Flawless, he's a lyricist. So you got to listen to. His wordplay is what you got to focus on. The fact that he emphasized modern era, because a lot of Liverpool fans talk like they've been doing their thing in Champions League from day dot, and that they're still doing it now, which is a myth. But
reached 3 Champions League in the last 7, and lost 2 of them. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
We had finals with Real Madrid. We had finals against arguably the greatest player and greatest side ever. Not you beans on toast, but for anyone who wants to go this, we played them twice. I ain't sat here like, oh, we lost. I don't hold that up. Oh, we first loser, we lost to an incredible side. Unfortunately, but hey, we move.
Flawless is right. Flawless is right on this one. I mean, the whole thing with regards to Champions League, I agree with you. But when we want to talk about the difference between leagues, listen. If Manchester City was over in La Liga right now, Real Madrid would be sweating because they haven't been that in the league. They've been that now at the same time. For them to double was a big deal. For them to double was like that's a season. Real Madrid still to this day have not won a treble.
Yeah.
They've not won.
They're the only club that just don't power. They're the only club I've seen, top level club in Europe, where the league matters,
they
but
prioritize the Champions League. Like they're like
Champions League is for them, and that's not from the manager or the players. That's just their mindset as a club. Now, do they win the league? Yes, but they look at leagues how we look at domestic cups. Addition.
Yep.
They don't look at leagues as the main, like City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. We all look at Premier League as the main. That's a main. Champions League, they're the two. Whereas Real Madrid look at champs as a main, no stress, Vader, and look at the La Liga. It's a side, but like a top side. You know, it's a side that kind of be a main. It's that type of food. You can have it as a side, or you can have it as a main. Whereas over here, Champions League and Premier League is on par. Is right there. It's on par. That's what I would say. But yeah, that's where that stemmed from in regards to saying Real Madrid. Real Madrid don't need to prioritize. They play a strong team all the time. What are we talking about here? Now, I didn't call City a big club. I'm talking about them as a successful side. Same at Bayern, exactly that, Jez. It's Bundesliga champs. It's both. Like, that's most top. But Barcelona as well. Like, what are we doing out here? Saying like Madrid play their strong, and they have strong side. That's back to my original point I was making. Their aim is for perfection. That's their aim. Their past president said they tell their players, yeah, it's an obligation, facts. Whereas most of the sides would say Champions League and the Champions League and the Champions League and the Premier League is your obligation. They're the two we're looking at. Right. 4-0 Barca after 3-0 down. Graham, that's not what I said. But again, people going off about stuff I never said. But it's cool. Big up to you, Graham. I don't know why, man, don't like. I just stated a fact. But hey, in the modern day era, Liverpool have won the same amount of league titles as Manchester United and Chelsea. One more than City. That's all. They're not great in the modern day era in the champs. They're not great when it comes to winning it. They've won the same amount as us, the same amount of Chelsea, and one more. But hey. Yes, Graham, that's exactly what I stated because that was the conversation. Because what Veta said was Liverpool are great in the Champions League in recent times or something along those. It's like, no, that's a myth. Same way, Newcastle being a successful side and having a lot of history is also a myth. And that's from last week because Veta mentioned that last week. And I had to go, who said it? Surfer put me onto that. And he's like, because I automatically assumed that Newcastle had great history. He's like, go check it. It's on a Q&A from like a couple of years back. So that's the point I'm making. But you lot are clearly entertained. Run up the likes expeditiously. Only at 46 likes and there's over 50 of you lot. Let's get up to 50 likes. Let's hit the subscribe button. Let's hit the notification bell as well, people. And like I said, back to when do you count modern day from? To the 90s. Color TV. The 90s. That's when it is. From 1990 up until this point. Don't give me no 80s. I'm saying, if there's no comp on a player, I'm not hearing it. Don't tell me about Graham Souness or Mark Lawrenson or whoever else. Yeah. None of that, man. I'm sorry. Credit to them. Liverpool in Europe. No one can't chat to them overall. No one can't talk to Liverpool overall when it comes to Europe. Not nobody. No fan base in England can chat to them because they got 6 of them things. But if we're talking modern day, they've not been great. LOL 90s, the United period. Got it. Absolutely. Modern day. If you really want, Graham, if you really want to do 2000s, we got the same amount of you in that period too. We got 1 in 08. You got 2, so you beat us. If we can go 2000s, you got 2, you beating us 2-1. And the leagues, we wash you lot. So we can go, for Graham's sake, we can go 2000s.
Yeah, Graham, fall back.
Yeah, if you can go for the last 24 years, and we've been bad for 10 of them. And we still wash you lot. Hey, United fans, how many it is? Like, that's what it is, Graham. Again, but that's because you got the wrong end of the stick. So rather than say I got it wrong, Graham now want to go at me, but it's cool. This is what happens.
This is what it is.
I'm mad at facts. I'm mad at facts. Like I said, we can go from 2 because he said, all right, 90s era. Let's go from the 2000s then. Bro. We could go from 2010, but still close to you lot. Champs, you got us. By 1-0, and leagues, we still beat you lot.
And you know what?
Yeah, Graham, we cool, of course.
You know what? Flawless. When did Glazer ownership take part?
04? I think they took over 04 or 05.
So when the success or a lack of success does not fall onto the ownership, people. And the whole thing when I came through here, it's you got to look at the manager, you got to look at the players. Sometimes falling short, sometimes not getting that trophy, not getting the result that you want is because of the players that you have. It's about the players and how they performed. It's about the manager and how they coped. Now, I've been blessed.
And we just happened, and our killed is dead because people have said that lazy, very lazy narrative. And I'm from Manchester, been to the stadium while that period was going on of success. So you can't tell me, so no one can't tell me nothing. There was green and gold scarves and anti-glazes when we were three-peating and winning Champions Leagues. But people don't know that. And for those that don't know, you know how I know that? Because I was there. In 2008, I was at the stadium with my sister with my green and gold scarf. I had been to protest during that period. Bear in mind, hear what I just said, because I know a lot of people will miss what I'm about to say here. When we was three-peating the Premier League and winning the Champions League in that period, there was green and gold scarves in the crowd. There's a picture of David Beckham playing people. When he was playing for AC Milan, they came back and played at Old Trafford. And as he's walking off the pitch, he picked up a green and gold scarf and wrapped it around his neck. So just to clarify, anti-glazers has been a thing from when they got here. We didn't want them. And why did the fans not want them? Because we could see what could potentially be on the horizon. You know what we happened to have? We had the GOAT manager and the GOAT in David Gill at what they did. That covered up for the deficiencies of them, man. As I look at that and go, shit, what we could have done if they weren't in charge after that period. What are we talking about here? How are we doing? And to judge you talking about why did Ronaldo and Messi score that insane amount of goals in La Liga? Because they're Ronaldo and Messi. They would have scored that insane amount of goals anywhere. What are we talking about here?
I don't.
What are we talking? We literally have watched players nowhere near that. This is not what we do in Ronaldo and Messi.
I don't know.
You don't know about what? What don't you know about?
I don't know if they feast the way they feast like they did in La Liga if they were in the Prem. I don't know if they feast like that.
Who's a player that's Haaland is nowhere near them, man.
No.
To break our records.
But it's not just about breaking an individual record. It's about doing it like that and two players to do it like that. Because again, you want to talk about a system. Everybody wants to point out Haaland's able to do that because of he's surrounded with the KDBs, with the Fodens, with the Rodris. You know what I mean? He's able to do this. The fact that you had Christian.
Imagine putting prime Ronaldo and Messi and prime Ronaldo or prime Messi in a system side.
But that's just it. Both of them don't do what they did over in the Prem.
I think that's crazy. I disagree with that. I think they just
another reason.
Ronaldo got 42 goals here in a Manchester United side that wasn't all that. It was a great side, but it wasn't one of. Actually, I tell a lie. It was a great side. But
I was about Wallace.
Not legal.
I was about to say we're about to talk for another hour, but no.
It was a great side. I was trying to remember if it was 08 or 09 because he got 42. I think it was the 08 season.
Okay, that listen.
So Jamie Vardy can get 15 to 20 goals, but Ronaldo and Messi was all right, cool. No, but we going off topic anyway. We go off topic.
I'm just saying.
Liverpool. Go on. Say your point.
Liverpool. No. I'm gonna say this on another show. And actually, let me do a selfish. I'm going to do a shameless little promo right now. Take a little break.
Fine,
those of you on Spotify, you're not going to catch this on YouTube. You're seeing this right now. Let's little Vader Games. Let me tell you, I got a 115 coming through. I got one question, 15 minutes, and my name's kind of blocking it right now. But let me show you what's happening right now.
I got you, man. I got you. Give me a sec.
Good looking out. Obviously, these are topics that I'm going to discuss at another time. But my next show tomorrow morning, my time. I'm going to be telling you why Real Madrid will do City's dirty work. Why Real Madrid will be doing City. Flawless is pointing out, listen, City are about to 5-peat. Let's slow down. We're not too sure. I got a good chance.
No.
I got a good chance. But if I don't happen to do it, I'm confident for the next season. You know why? Because Liverpool are sniffing around. Liverpool are moving like United did, poaching. Just give me that. You want that? You want that cornbread? Give me that. That's what Real Madrid are about to do. So with a Trent, maybe a week in Liverpool with Trent gone, maybe a week in Liverpool with Van Dijk gone, maybe a week in Liverpool with Alisson gone. Real Madrid, do what you got to do. I know you ain't coming this way. You ain't getting no players from City. But if you weaken the ops If you happen to also go over to the other red cartel, you want to go and get a Saliba, you want to go and get a Saka, feel free. Do City's dirty work. Make this Prem a little more manageable.
Because it's so tough for you lot right now. Jesus.
Flawless. It was 2 points.
Yeah, man, it's tough, man. 100%, man. You lot subscribe to VA Games TV, but Liverpool, back to modern day. You mentioned their fans being very confident after the 3 games.
Oh, yeah.
Are they the closest? Have you changed your mind? Are they the closest challengers to you?
No. It's still Arsenal. Arsenal got that hunger. Arsenal have shown even to be able to shoot. They took me to 2 points last season. Liverpool fell off. They fell off like some bums. Like they weren't even in shape. You know what I mean? Like they weren't ready for that mileage. But Arsenal got that. And I know they're in a little injury crisis, but chill. You know you'll get through that. If anything, it's a blessing in disguise because it's going to make Arteta have to show some player rotation, have to invest in some of the players that you Arsenal fans don't quite trust yet, but you'll see whether they're up for it or not. And it's a little bit of a spell. Are you favorites to win the North London Derby? No. Were you ever favorites? No. But it's tougher now with no Odegaard, potentially no Calafiori. But you definitely, and you don't have Rice because of suspension. But hey, you're going to be able to trust other players. Liverpool, they're giddy because they have to find something to be happy about. They were complaining about no transfers. They were crying, saying we need more. Well, obviously, you got a manager that has a different system that could potentially, it looks like he's getting more out of the players. You have an ownership that said, you know what, we ain't just going to spend for the spend. We're efficient. We go in the market, we do money ball, and we get what we want. They went and got Chiesa mad cheap. And that's an underrated signing, in my opinion. That is an underrated signing. So they went out and did what they did. Are they going to be playing for all trophies? No. And Flawless, another thing, because we talked about like going out for, should Liverpool be settling? Should Liverpool not be going after all trophies? Their fan base don't want all trophies. Their fan base put their nose up at winning a League Cup. Their fan base put a nose up at winning the FA Cup.
So wait, those 2 trophies solely, right? By themselves.
Yeah, while pursuing to try and win the league, obviously. But you have to win those as you're going through the season.
I hear that. It's the different sides and mains, but I hear you.
Yeah, but they were we won a they were
it depends on where you're at. If you're at where Manchester United are, that those trophies are much more important. But then if you are going for a league or Champions League.
No please in this family. But at the same time, they're happy. They got something to cheer about. They've got something to maybe set their sights on. I don't think any of them are really saying that they're going to win the league. And if they do, they say, because again, they're so accustomed to playing the underdog. They're so accustomed to being like not set high expectations. So if they say, if they're going to win the league, they say, we'll win the league if Arsenal drop points. We'll win the league if Arsenal have some injuries. We'll win the league if Haaland gets injured. Like they throw out all these caveats, all these what ifs. But there's a reason why you need to have confidence in the spine. You're trying to tell me that Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson, Trent, McAllister can't get all of the players up to pursuing and going after this league? I'm accustomed to seeing some injuries happen on my side. I'm talking about injuries, players completely being out. Yeah. I'm seeing like a KDB step up and carry his team. I've seen a Foden step up. And who's going to carry this Liverpool team? Carry them to perform maybe slightly above what they should be doing.
I think with Salah you can do that.
You think Salah will do it? I think Salah's on his last legs. I think Salah's a facilitator now. He's an assist guy. He's like, nah, I ain't giving you those goals anymore. But I'm gonna give you some assists. I'm gonna keep the GA up so everybody can talk big about me. But as you knew me as that guy scoring goals, nah, that's not him anymore.
Big up Monts. This guy appeared out of nowhere.
Yo, what up, Monts? Once we talk,
big up. Make sure you subscribe to. But I don't think that's their problem. It's not about carrying. They're just not good enough.
No, they're good enough. What do you mean they're not good enough?
They're good enough to do what they are.
They're good enough to
win the league title over City. No, they're not. What are we talking about? No, they're not.
If they prioritize the league, they can win the league.
No, we can't.
Flawless. They are all flawless. If they suffer losses to only City and Arsenal, and prioritize everyone else, they're chilling. But they won't do that. They're better than everybody else, bar maybe Arsenal, bar City.
Same with that. You can say the same for Arsenal. Arsenal are better than anyone else, bar City or bar maybe Liverpool.
Exactly. And they were 2 points off.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Why were they 2 points? It wasn't a thing. Because it's a quality issue.
No. It's a mentality thing.
That's also
Roger keeps telling y'all.
What mentality ties in?
Liverpool have the mentality.
But mentality monsters. Mentality ties into quality. Because I split football in 3 ways. You have technical attributes, physical attributes, mental attributes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, so like that time when I say quality, I'm not just talking that. I mean mentality as well to add into that.
I think Liverpool have a shot at this league. They have a shot at this league if they prioritize the league. They need to do like early days.
Everyone got to prioritize by Manchester City. Crazy that. It's kind of like they're the best prepared. Kind of like City, the best prepped.
That's another combo for another time.
No. They're kind of. It's kind of like City.
No.
How come you don't need to prioritize?
Because I've shown that I can win a trouble. Like I've looked across the street. I've seen you guys do it.
But why can you win a treble? Why could that side win a treble too? Why could? Because that side had great. Our side that won the treble had great squad players too.
We'll pace it out. We'll give the youngsters, we'll give EDS players some rotation. Pep will actually do his player rotation roulette, whatever you want to call it, and he'll make sure that as many players are available.
This is all well and good. Let's get to it later, man. Top 8 prediction, my friend, this season. Let's go. We're here. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Top 8. Top 8.
Top 8 prediction, man. Let's go. We going for this.
No.
This ain't just you. This is everyone. Everyone's gonna.
This ain't time to do this. Is it time to do this?
Of course, it is 3 games in international break. Let's go. Everybody's closed. So what, we wait until game week 35 to give me your top 8.
No. I mean,
I'll give you my top 8. I'll give you my top 8. Now, you can change it after 5 games. I'll give you my top 8 right now.
All right, let me hear it.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Villa, Spurs, Manchester United.
Oh, you're disrespectful. You're disrespectful. How you put
disrespectful to who?
United 7th.
We'll get to that in a second. And who was it? Who did I have 8th? Was it Newcastle? I think I had Newcastle. Just do you remember? Because I've given this before. So I'll give mine, and I've stated this many a time. So Vega, floors over to yours, man.
This is the thing. When you want to talk about top 8,
yes,
top 8 prediction.
You can change it after game week 5. That's fine. But no. We doing this.
Okay, obviously, it's a fluid list. It's a fluid list in terms of where
I just want your opinion right now, because the reason why I can ask right now is because the window's closed, so we know how everyone looks.
Yeah. That's right.
We've seen everyone over 3 games, so let's go, man. Vega, top 8.
All right,
it's not just you. I'm doing this with everybody.
I hear it.
Everyone's getting the same. It's not even treatment. I don't know why man's so scared of the pen and the pad, man.
No,
everyone's shook to death, man.
No. I got the same thing. I'm ready.
Everyone's all right. So who you got winning the league, my friend? Oh, you can start 8th. You can go 8th to 1st.
Yeah, let me start 8th. I actually want. I kind of want to revisit 8th a little bit, but when I say I need more time, I really like how Newcastle looked versus Spurs.
Well, Newcastle
really liked how Newcastle looked good, and the fact that they retained the players that were suspected to leave.
Well,
Isak's still there. Gordon's still there, right? Bruno's still there.
Take your time.
I wish we were doing this next week. The reason why is because I want to see Spurs versus Arsenal. But let me say it right now, because let me tell you the where the teams can switch. Right, 8th I got Newcastle. 8th I got Newcastle.
All right, cool. We can switch this. Cause I'll date this as well, so don't worry about it.
Okay, facts.
And we can switch it up.
7th I've got Villa.
7th Villa. Oh, that goes in Champions League.
Yeah. I think.
A lot of people have said that.
And actually, I'm not too amped. I'm not too hype on how they're playing right now. I got to see a little more, but I got them 7th. That might.
So Newcastle 8th, Villa 7th.
Villa 7th. 6th I got Spurs.
Okay.
And that could change drastically with how I see them play against a weakened Arsenal.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, we'll give you till game week 5 to switch up your mind. And the list is locked until January.
All right, everybody in the chat, week 5, we're gonna talk about this.
This is just to get a general. This is just to get a general gist of where your mindset is right now. Game week.
All right. And as I give the list, I'm gonna run real quick and come back.
Yeah, of course.
Then I got Chelsea. I got Chelsea at 5th.
Chelsea 5th. Cool.
All right. Even though they're mad hype. Even though they're mad, hey, look how good we look right now. I got Liverpool 4th, for a lot of the reasons why Liverpool fans won't say that they're winning the league. They talk about Jota getting hurt. They talk about Konate getting hurt. They talk about, if McAllister gets hurt. They want to talk about all these potential injuries. So I'm keeping that into account, and I'm saying, you know what? I hear you. I got you fourth right now.
Fourth.
Now here's the one that I said mad early because of the transfer window. Maybe I was a little too hyped up. Maybe I was listening to too many United fans. It'll be on Spotify. I'm holding my hand to my ear because I was hearing a lot. The hypeness was so real to me. I had United third.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to move them. But I need to see after this international break.
So the 3 games is not enough.
Right? No, the 3 games aren't enough. Because if I see Erik ten Hag win 2 out of the next 3 games, I think he's going to hold down that third. I'm not going to lie to you.
So you reckon if we beat Southampton and Palace, we going to hold down that third? They're our next 2 league games.
No, I think you win Southampton.
Yeah.
Maybe draw or lose to Palace, and your next. Who's your after?
Villa after that. Oh, I think it's
Villa.
Let me check.
Yeah, I think you're winning 2 out of the 3. You're winning 2 out of the 3. And if Erik ten Hag does that, I'm keeping you guys at third.
All right, so we got Southampton away, Palace away, Spurs at home.
All right, Southampton, yeah. Spurs, Palace, yeah. So yeah, that's what I got.
That's great, man. Shout out Veta, man. Subscribe to Veta Games TV, man. I love it because you're just enabling the enablers.
I'm not enabling. I looked at the fixtures.
You said it there. No. When you was like, I listened to a lot of the Manchester United content creators and fans during, and you know better than that. That's the craziest part.
No. I gotta listen because they know the club better than me.
Because you're a very intelligent individual.
They know the club better than me. They know the ins and outs. They know what's happening.
You know who to listen to because me and you had conversations all during that period, and you know what we.
Yeah, that's true. we'll keep moving. And then I got Arsenal. I got Arsenal doing their thing. Arsenal are taking this to the final day too. This is gonna be another season.
They're gonna lose in proper Luigi-esque fire. I respect it, man. Proper Luigi.
It's gonna be a fight.
Fire and brimstone, man. Yeah, man.
Now the only thing we got to be careful though. The only thing is if they crash out of Champions League early, that's when I'm going to be really nervous. Because if they crash out of Champions League and they only have the league to really focus on, and I'm going to be dealing with FA, Champions League, and the league, it might be a little scary. But Arsenal second, City first. I'm gonna let you break that down for a little bit. Let me be right back.
Yeah, do your thing, man. Do your thing. It's all good. So this is Veta's top 8. We'll ask him when he gets back as well. So City first, Arsenal second, Manchester United third. Veta's brilliant at this. I can't lie. If I was him, I'd do the same thing. Liverpool 4th, Chelsea 5th, Spurs 6th, Villa 7th, Newcastle 8th. That's the 11th of 9th, 2024. He said 5 games in. That could change as well. And that's not just Veta. For people in the chat, I see Judge in the chat. I see Graham in the chat, everyone else. I run fan calling shows every Monday, 4:30 p.m. UK time. Call in. I want to hear from more people. 4:30 p.m. I don't know if everyone's UK based, but 4:30 p.m. UK time. Call in. Because I got this book here. I did the fan calling show earlier. I want to do that. And I want to hear, what's the word? Not only opinions from people, I want top 8s. All right, so big up to all of you lot in the chat. Feel free to call in. Open for anybody to call in. Lecture on the show with me, you joke, man. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, this guy. It is. A. Solomon says too early for me. You know what, A. Solomon? I'll start running a second one. Because 4:30, I know might be too early for black people on the West Coast or East Coast. So I'm going to have to do it. Man United 30, defo. Yeah, that's the thing is, King, I respect it too. I would do the same thing if I was him. I'd do the exact same thing. Look at this Lex guy, you joke, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd do the, but feel free to call in, you lot. Don't just be in the chat. Call in. That's what it is. Call in. I want to hear from your alter ego. You're banned from the Talk Your Ish. The United Liverpool show, Q&As, Yardman show, that's there. What else is going to say? Jez made a point about, what did Jez say? Made a point? Jez, my bad, I've missed some comments and stuff like that also. And yes, like, share, subscribe, support your quality channel as you continue to get brilliant content on a consistent basis. Black Diamond, good to see you as well, man. Why is there a top 8 prediction flawless? Always having to look down from the Empire State Building. You know why? Because people everyone says a lot, including myself. It's not even put your money where your mouth is because we're not even putting money. I mean, we're not even putting money on it. It's not like we're betting. I just want to hear what everyone's saying. What I'm saying. I want to hear what everyone's opinion, because everyone got so much to say. All right, what's your top 8? What's your top 8? Like, that's it. Beans and Toast is flawless. Not many United fans talk sense. You'll never walk alone. Oh, you're a Liverpool fan. Oh, big up, man. Beans and I always say to you, fire username as well. And you'll never walk alone. I'd rather. I'm fine by myself, lone wolf. But big up for the super chat. Much, much, much appreciated, man. Now, Vaya ain't been on the Kool-Aid. He a Kool-Aid distributor. Like, he'll sell the Kool-Aid. Oh, why can't Manchester United finish third? Quick note about the Champions League thing. Every team bar Real Madrid fair playing us in the champs and coming to Anfield. And that's not a clout from our fans. That's other clubs saying it. And Ryan, like Graham did earlier, like others, that's not the point that I was making. Nobody said Liverpool is not a tough place to go. Nobody said this. Nobody said that in the Champions League, you can't be anyone. What I said was Liverpool, when it comes to winning the Champions League in modern day era, is vastly overrated. You think you man had won 4 in 8 years or something like that? What are we talking about here? You've won 2 in, what is it, 05 and 20. You won 2 in 15 years. What are we talking about here? It's not no incredible record. Chelsea have won the same amount. Maybe in a shorter time. When did they win theirs? 2021 and what year was it? Whenever they won theirs. I can't even remember. What are we talking about here? That's the point I was making. I know it hurts you lot for a Manc to say that, especially a Manchester United fan, but that's just the facts of the matter. Like, that's all I said. 2012. Thank you, A. Solomon. 2012. They've won 2. We don't call Chelsea a juggernaut. Flawless, we've been to 10 UCLs. Is that bad? That's good. But that's, again, Graham, not the point I was making. Nobody said Liverpool do badly in the Champions League. I didn't say that. I didn't say Liverpool don't make Champions League finals. I didn't say Liverpool don't make it to the last stages of the Champions League. Them things never been said. What I said was, you lot winning the Champions League is vastly overrated. Because you've won 2 in 15 years. Chelsea have won 2 in 9. We've won 2 in, I think, 15, 16 years. What's the gap between ours? 08 and 99. Well, 99, actually. When we're talking about, we ain't won one in recent times. We've won 2 in 25 years. None of those are great records. 2 in 9 like Chelsea, 2 in 15 like you lot, and 2 in 25 like us. Real Madrid, that's incredible. And when Real Madrid went on their 10-year span of not winning the Champions League, that's not good. How many teams have won 2, much more than 2 in 15? That's the point I'm making, Lex. No one has a great record in there. Chelsea don't. The only team that has an incredible record when it comes to winning Champions League in recent times is Real Madrid. 2 in 15 is not impressive. 2 in 9 isn't great. What are we doing out here to be this juggernaut? Chelsea have a better record than you lot in the past 15. I wouldn't say they're great. What are we doing out here? That's all I said. I don't know why Liverpool fans are upset. That's just the facts of the matter. As yours and Chelsea's. I disagree. Good. Nah. I don't think it's good. I don't think that's good. 2 in 9 depends who you are. Yeah, decent, but that's the point I was making. Vastly overrated. It's not a diss thing. It's not a diss. There's no dissing whatsoever. See, you taking it as a diss. Like, it wasn't a diss. I never dissed Liverpool. I said it's vastly overrated when it comes to Liverpool and winning the Champions League in recent times. 2 in 15 years is not. You wouldn't accept that from anyone else. Wouldn't. I don't know what's Barcelona's in recent times. Just what is Barcelona's? I'm not sure. What is theirs? What is theirs? Let me check. Now, let's say City win it. It'll be 2 in 4. That's impressive. That's impressive if you go and get 2 in 4. But 2 in 9, 2 in 15, 2 in 25. Arsenal's woeful. 0 in 100 years. Woeful in Europe. Lex, that your bad mind. See, that's a diss. And you set me up for that.
Yeah, that's rude.
Yeah, see, Arab King, to me,
winning Champions League isn't easy.
No, it isn't. Like, yeah, from 05 to 11, 3 and 6, that's super impressive. 3 and 6 is exceptional. That's something where if someone mentions it, I go, that's mad impressive. I'm sorry, 2 and 9, 2 and 15 to me is not. super. I think you can have decent returns, but the way it's spoken about at Liverpool is crazy.
Yeah.
Like you are some juggernaut in Europe in winning the competition in recent times. Now, history, yes. 6, no one can't chat to you. Same way AC Milan, I think they're second. I think AC Milan is second on the list with 9. No one can't chat to them. When's the last time AC Milan won a league, Champions League?
Yeah. It's tough.
I wouldn't say tough. AC Milan in recent times, their record is good, and they're the second most successful side of all time in the competition. Then they got 9.
I think they're up there with Bayern, right?
Nah, Bayern got 4 or 5.
No,
I think they got 5.
Like UCLs?
Yeah. I'm talking Champions League overall. I think Bayern got 5. Is it Milan only got 7? Jeez, I thought they had 9. They only got 7. Bayern and Pool 6. Yeah, Bayern 1-2 in recent times. Shit, AC only got 7. I thought they had like 9. Hey, we stand corrected.
I show the utmost respect to Champions League. I know how difficult it is.
Absolutely.
For many reasons, and I think we might have spoken on this. I said, why am I favorites to win this thing? Before I won it, how am I favorites to win this thing?
Because you're one of the best teams in the competition. Are you the best team in the competition now? Or you second?
I could never say that with Real Madrid in it.
So you're the second best team in the competition.
Can I say that with Bayern Munich also in it?
I'm asking you the question. Do you think you're better than Bayern Munich?
Why is Wallace laughing as I think about whether I'm better than Bayern Munich?
Because there ain't anything to think about.
Oh no, of course there is. Champions League is a different thing. Look, Wallace. I break things down from a very intellectual standpoint. You know this. I relaunched the show CIA Intelligent Agenda.
Let's go, CIA people. CIA. You already know.
You know what it is. You know what it is. So
CIA, man. Make sure you subscribe.
Gotta subscribe. And I had the show last week, Thursday. It's coming back this Thursday. But we don't do lazy. We don't do simple. We actually break it down. You have to look at the league. And this is why I show the utmost respect, because before I won this Champions League, I was doing all kind of computations, calculations. I had my 3 monitors right here. I was looking up, okay, Real Madrid, who are they playing in the league? Where does the Champions League games fall? Do they have to worry about who they play? Do they have to rest players? You know why Real Madrid have been able to like put their feet up and just kind of coast? Because they don't really have to worry about player rotation. They can actually have players not play in their league, comfortably get a win or comfortably be okay to drop points because they know they got that locked and go out and win this Champions League.
When they got what locked?
When they know from a points gap, I can afford to drop some points.
Yeah, because they win their league all the time. I hear you.
Well, they win it on the regular. But when I was doing all,
they go back to back on the regular, man. No 5 peats though, but we move. No 4 peats. No 3 peats. I don't know the last time they doubled, but hey, we move. I think the last time they doubled, my nephew in the chat wasn't even born, but hey, we move.
Okay, but that shows to how they prioritize the Champions League. So when I have to try and beat them in the Champions League, because that is very difficult. So they're going to put most of their eggs in the basket to win Champions League.
That's true. That's why I've got you too. I've got you number 2.
Yeah. There's a reason why Liverpool fans don't want to see Real Madrid on their side of the bracket. There's a reason why when they see Real Madrid colors, they need to run to the bathroom because upset stomach. They're all messed. When they see Real Madrid, that's the nerves that they have. I understand it because Real Madrid are focused like that. Now, I had all my monitors up, all 3 monitors. I had Bundesliga. Who does Bayern play? I had the Prem. All right, where do we play? Who do we face? And then I had the Liga. I'm looking at this new format. I'm looking at where games fall. And this is going to be a proper breakdown on CIA. It's like, who do we face and where do we face them? And what kind of stresses does an Inter, does a PSG, who do they have to worry about? Because I know I got to worry about the league and Champions League. I don't know if Inter have to. I don't know if PSG have to.
Are you the second best team in the competition?
On paper. Yeah, on paper, I'm the second best team.
All right, cool. Back to this top 8. So just make sure I get this right. City first, Arsenal second, Manchester United 3rd, Liverpool 4th, Chelsea 5th, Spurs 6th, Villa 7th, Newcastle 8th. That's
Bang
correct,
on.
right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
All right. Big up Pops in the chat as well, man. Shout out Beijing.
Yo, large up. I don't think there's anything mad about that.
Sure. Do you have to go back to the? Oh yeah, because me and you not got a bet, but we got the thing. Or remember, you said 70 league goals for United's attack, so we're 68 short. So 68 to go in 35 games.
Yeah.
So,
you guys are gonna find your stride in the second half of the season after winter break.
You mean after Ten Hag sacked? Is that what you're? Because a lot of people have said that. That's a lot of people's mindset.
A lot of people want Ten Hag sacked.
No. A lot of people do want him sacked. What I'm saying is, when I've asked people their predictions, because not just you. When I did the fan calling show, every person who called in, I got a top 8. Like I got a list of everyone's everyone's top 8. So it wasn't just you. So yeah, when you like,
you out here moving like the Feds. You out here moving like the Feds.
Everyone. Am I like moving like the Feds? No, we holding everyone accountable. That's what I am. I am holding everybody accountable.
You wiretapping everybody. I hear you.
Yeah, wiretap with the obvious wire. But yeah, as I was saying, we holding everyone accountable. So here the thing is, where I was like, and a lot of people when they put United 5th, 4th, 3rd, 6th, whatever they have said this is based on when Ten Hag gets sacked. So I'm asking you the question because a lot of people, even non-Manchester United fans, think he will be sacked and then expect United to go on a run from them.
Mm-hmm. I haven't even thought about that. I mean, I think you lose.
You think if we lose Ten Hag the way you talk about him, we're going to plummet.
You lose Ten Hag, you ain't winning a trophy this season.
Okay.
That's a fact. Right. Ten Hag has shown that he can win trophies. They're domestic. Yeah, they're not of United standards, but Ten Hag gets sacked. Ten Hag gets sacked, you ain't winning a trophy this season.
Yeah, that's cool. But do you think if yes, for the greater good, yes, because we could still win the Europa League. When you say trophies, you're talking domestic cups. A manager can win it.
Europa League is a trophy. That's a trophy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No. Wasn't Ten Hag ain't winning that. You seen his record in Europe.
Well,
you don't want to talk about. You don't want to open that door.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Your interim coach. Your interim coach.
An interim manager who's decent could win the Europa League. Why can't he?
It's gonna be let me debut to try to earn this job.
Depends, but again, depends on who the interim is. But interim of quality could win it or could win the Europa League. Absolutely.
I got you 3rd with Ten Hag.
So what if you got 9th without
him? If he gets sacked, I'm revisiting this and it may not be as favorable.
Yeah. So what we saying? 9th, 10th, 16th, relegation?
Nah, not relegation.
Oh, that's too far. Whoa.
No Ten Hag. No Ten Hag. You guys might be out of the top 8. Yeah.
Cool. If you get sacked early enough, okay, first.
No Ten Hag. I think this is your worst. This will be your worst finish in Prem history.
When does he leave?
I don't know.
Because he could leave us in a state where it is the worst ever. He could be odds on for the worst ever.
Oh no! He's not leaving you at 9th. When he gets the, there's no. I think your fan base loses patience. Hold on.
Go on. Yeah,
I think your fan base lose patience and make Ineos's life that much harder because they actually show to put patience in this manager to write it. But if the fan base kick up a fuss so much, technically you might be tied with 9th with 5 other clubs, but that's not really your standings. You know what I mean? I think you finish 9th without him easily, and he may leave you guys not in 9th.
So he leaves as 8th.
Yeah, you guys might be 6th or 7th and still kicking about fuss, talking about I don't like this style of football or whatever it may be. I don't know where the excuses are at right now, but
excuses. That's what's happening. Excuses.
Yeah, but sometimes you can have non-good looking football and still get results.
We don't do that though.
You guys didn't have pretty football last season and came out with that FA.
Oh yeah. I'm talking outside of domestic cups.
Yeah.
FA Cup's cool. You never hear me criticize him for winning the FA Cup.
I hear it. I hear it.
For that. I never criticize him for winning trophies. That's not my issue.
Yeah.
My problem is everything else.
I think.
What it is.
How do I put this? Ten Hag will. The way you guys are talking, he's going to get sacked, unfortunately.
Okay, this is good. When do you think he gets sacked? Roundabout, month-wise.
Can you pull up the fixture list?
Of course, yeah. I got you. One second.
Let me try and find that myself.
I got you. I'm gonna share screen it now. 1 sec. Of course. All right, Miss Green, share this. Boom. So there you go. Southampton away, Barnsley at home, Palace away, 20 at home, Tottenham at home, Porto away, Villa away, Brentford at home, Fenerbahce away, West Ham away. That's October.
That's October.
I ain't gonna lie, he might not. You know what? I can see that West Ham game. That's sticking out to me. That West Ham game, it could, yeah. I think that West Ham game could be curtains.
You would have played 2 Europa games by then.
We would have played Porto away and Fenerbahce away.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. West Ham just before Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Till the end of October.
That's where, because Warrior J asked me, when do I think he could potentially get sacked? And even though I don't trust this ownership, if it happens, I think it's West Ham away.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that.
So he's not leaving us. If we lose if it's that bad of a run where he gets sacked, he's leaving us in 9th or even lower. You know where we are on the table right now, my friend?
Yeah, but like I said, aren't you guys? Isn't it like a mad tie?
Mad tie because it's 3 games in. All right, let me ask you a question, Peter. Do you think he leaves us on a positive goal difference?
Yo, that's a wild question.
To ask the questions. Does he leave us on a positive goal difference? This is the manager. You said he leaves you on positive. What, +1? Yeah, I bet
he leaves you on a positive goal difference. Yeah.
Got you, man. My G.
That's soft. He'll do that. Okay, I mean, cool. You guys are ranked 14th.
He had the whole of last season. He had the whole of last season and didn't finish on a positive goal difference. But hey, that's by the by.
See, here's another thing though, Flawless, because I know that he should be able to adapt and have his style of play or get the results without the players. But you guys look so different, healthy. You guys look so different.
You look so different, healthy.
Yeah.
And what? Different where?
No, you guys, like I could see the system. I could see the approach. I could see the focal point. When he had Højlund healthy in that middle,
Højlund ain't played this season.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But in the preseason, he was in the preseason. I was like,
preseason. You know who also we had. You know who also was cooking in the preseason in the false 9. The guy who's at Chelsea now, Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, but that
he was cooking. He looked better than Højlund.
He had to play him. Jadon had to play. Jadon had to play a little up as well because he was trying to make a move.
Telling me Højlund's the difference maker once he comes back. We're gonna look different. The guy who went 0016 last season.
Højlund's part of the system. And again, Højlund going 0016 or whatever wasn't. You can't take away the position play that he had. Some of the freebies or easy ones that he should have had. The gimmies he should have had. So I'm not going to kill Højlund too much.
Yeah, but I don't kill Højlund. I'm just like, all right. But
Andy,
come back and change it. Andy says, Veta thoughts on Ake injury with the game.
Andy, I hate it. I hate international break.
I hate Ake. Violin for you, mate. You know what I'm saying? Woe is me.
That's
Ake's injured. We just got Vardiol to come in, we're going to 3P. Here we are. Here's the world's smallest violin for you, mate.
Flawless. Ake was rumored to go to Chelsea the year I won the treble. Mm-hmm. He was vital. He's
a good player. Yeah, violence in the chat for Veta, please, people.
Oh, y'all hating if you listen. Ake, we don't wish any injury on anyone, of course. But Ake, I need him back. His versatility is huge. He can play center back. He can play on the left wing. I am.
That's a hilarious username. MTFC, cry me 115 river or something. That's funny. That's good.
Nah, FCFC, he's quality, and he knows. I don't do the gassing thing. I don't do the trolling thing. Honestly, I'm just giving it's a different perspective. Like, listen,
you're giving a fair perspective, man. Højlund gonna come back and Manchester
take
United.
Take a step and look at it from this angle.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I mean?
Højlund gonna look absolutely. Yeah, man. He's gonna come back and change the system.
I think Højlund is an important. I think he's an important piece in the team.
Yeah, man.
I think you can also agree that you don't have other players on the squad that can play like him. Like his physicality, his pace, it's unique. It's unique amongst the United players right now, and I think Ten Hag can make that work. I don't know what's happening with Rashford. I mean,
Rashford's one of those players that fits that criteria. You just said he's got pace.
No, he can't play up front. Rashford cannot play up front.
No, not play up front. You're talking about you said profile.
Yeah, the profile. But again, he can't play.
Oh no, he can't play up front. We got Xerxes. Xerxes plays up there.
Xerxes, yeah, he's got to get adapted to the system. Xerxes, you got Højlund, but Rashford, and shout out to you and Rance earlier today.
Yeah,
has he settled down? Like, does he have a main thing? Like, is he?
Well, the talks was when he was out of form last season, because someone actually put up the graphic, which you lot is incredible to this. So he was with I think she was a day one, but he was with a long-term girl. He was with a girl long-term, was in fire form. They then broke up. His form then dipped. He got back with her. His form went good again. He broke up with her again, and then his form dipped. But even now, I think he's back with her, and his form just dipped. So I don't know what's going on with Rashford.
Gonna need some time. But listen,
there's nothing that can.
No. A good woman can write things. A good woman can write things.
100% without that. What I'm saying is nothing can help Rashford at this point. That's the point I'm making. Just Rashford can't. You laugh same way you laugh when I asked you if we're finishing on if 10.
No, hold on. I was laughing at the question, not that I didn't think you would have a positive goal difference. I was just laughing at because when you think of footballing questions, you really hear, do you think we finish?
Do you think the manager leaves us with a positive goal difference? He's not. We're -2 right now. We're -2.
Yeah, but again,
I'll tell one. I don't think we get to a positive goal difference whilst this manager is still here.
Y'all should be even. It should be a neutral
goal difference. Goal scored.
Xerxes in that messed up offsides. Come on, rookie mistake. Okay, that's a goal there. And then
messed up offside. But Højlund, and then an offside 16, we give him chance. But Højlund would want to. I mean, Xerxes would want offside, draw the line. But hey, a striker can go 0016 and he's gonna come back and change the system. I hear it, man.
He's good for the system, Flawless.
What system? What is the system?
I mean, maybe it's not definable. I don't know if there's like 1 or 2, 3 words that can actually just define it. But when y'all are moving the ball, when y'all are like direct, and when I say direct, I mean like no hesitation with Casemiro not showing where to pass the ball. No hesitation when it's actually ball to foot to Bruno. When Bruno does the not even a touch, he just kind of changes the angle, he flicks it. When he's playing like that, I'm like, okay, these guys know where they need to be, the timing's all synced up. And I saw this in the Community Shield.
Yeah, man, you see in one-off games. This is why we're going to score 70 goals this season.
Close to it.
No, don't hit us with the close to 70 league goals. You said now. Do you want to change? You want to revisit that?
No, I did say 70 league goals, but the reason why I say close to it, and you said this at the time. No, you said this at the time. We put a little asterisk because of injuries and things of that nature.
There's no injuries. I do put asterisks too. Like,
but the 70-something goal. Højlund's been missing. What do you do?
You reckon Højlund? All right, so let's eliminate Højlund. What do we get without Højlund?
I think I had Højlund scoring 10, maybe 9. You gotta take those
10.
off.
All right, so we take 60.
Yeah.
Got you.
But again,
got you.
Everybody in the chat. This is what makes this show so good. Because Flawless, I see how Flawless is moving. Flawless thinks he's slick, but I've had to step up my game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Those of you on Spotify, I had to step up my game. I had to now change my notifications to know where Flawless is at, because I need to have some of the conversations that are happening away from me. So as a proper as a proper sniper, you need to calculate everything. You need to calculate
facts.
elevation. You need to calculate humidity in the air. You need to calculate wind resistance, all of that stuff. You even have to calculate the size of the bullet because of the weight and the trajectory. Flawless is having some really good convos with other United fans, right? They're assessing things. I'm catching Flawless being somewhat balanced at times as he's speaking to the players, as he's speaking to the manager and what to expect. Even when we were having the conversation about more goals, and I was speaking about the defensive side of the game. Now, I think it might be a case of the team are just that much more sound defensively. Why this goal differential? Yeah, we did agree.
I think Manchester United are better defensively, but that's just because we have better defenders individually.
You don't think even how Ten Hag is kind of setting things up defensively?
I think it's solely on Mazraoui and De Ligt playing. If we had Wan-Bissaka and Maguire there, we'd just look just as bad. It'd be the same.
But so who gets credit for those players being out? Is it Ineos?
Players being out?
Like getting rid of a Wan-Bissaka and
I've praised I've praised Ineos. When it comes to the transfer window, zero complaints.
All right, so
like I've said, as much as I don't like them from, I'm always balanced. As much as I don't like them from a managerial standpoint, the transfer window, I have no complaints. Would I have liked more in the attack? Yes, but I gave the window. I think I said 7. I think I gave it a 7 out of 10.
So hear me out. When Erik Ten Hag has better ingredients, not with him choosing the ingredients. Sometimes you have to have the sous chef go out. Yeah, sometimes you have to have that, the gopher, right? The gopher's got to go out and get those ingredients. So he doesn't pick out the right ingredients. He doesn't know what a good potato or onion. He doesn't know how to do all that.
But shout out to Faz because he hit the nail on the head. You're talking about ingredients, which is great. And Faz said it best. Shout out to Faz. He tweeted it. Hilarious tweet. I should have quote tweeted it. Why you keep buying your wife ingredients if she can't cook? Ten Hag can't cook. He's awful. Cut it out. He's like me in the kitchen because I'm a woeful cook, by the way, people. Awful. Don't buy. You can buy me the best ingredients. Guess what? I can't cook. That's why I don't cook for no one. You know the only person I cook for people? Me. I know it's going to be mediocre, but I ain't going to complain about the shit. I will never cook for anybody. What are we talking about? He cannot cook. And when you were talking about me talking to others, I have the same conversations with you. Obviously, it's different when I'm talking to United.
Yeah, of course.
But the crazy part is United fans have said the same thing back to me. You like when I said the top 8. You said Leon said it earlier on the show. Shout out to my guy Leon. And he was like, yeah, Flawless has got the book, you know what I'm saying, with he wants to catch everybody out. How is it catching everybody out? Or is it because everybody just happened to be wrong with his new end? Because a lot of people, you mentioned it, the new season optimism in Manchester United.
Yeah.
Content creators had it. I was getting took so many bullets. I got shot at for saying Manchester United are not going to do well. We're not going to score goals. 3 games in and everyone's talking like me. Why? 3 games in.
It's too early.
33 games. Not 13, not 25. No. It might be too early for you. Everyone's different with their judgment of things.
Yeah,
I didn't need 3 games. I didn't need 3 games this season because I can look at. I've been watching football long enough. I can look at a manager and look at a squad. And the easiest thing with Manchester United, there was no new parts.
That's the thing.
No. The only new part from an offensive standpoint was Xerxes. I knew Xerxes was not going to come in and transform the team. It's the same manager and the same attacking players. Why would it be different?
No, but because sometimes, hear me out. Sometimes it's not a matter of, but sorry, let me go back. I hear you with regards to ingredients, right? But I think it's a type of cuisine that Erik Ten Hag needs to adapt to. Hasn't been able to. Listen, Ten Hag, you cannot do French cuisine. You can't. Don't try to mess with that. Let me say you were doing Italian over when you were wherever you were at. You were doing Italian. Stick to that. I think he's trying to do a different cuisine that he's not accustomed to, and he got killed for it when he said, "I can't do what I said I was going to do now that I realize that I can't do it." So the fact that he realized his shortcomings, the fact that he realized I can't do my what did he say? I can't do my Ajax football. Is that what he said?
The craziest part is that's a myth. This is why this guy don't get caught in lies. Because of Ajax, everyone thinks of his first time at Ajax. And this is why you just need to go back and look at both teams. Because he had 2 teams at Ajax, for those that don't know. Everyone thinks of the first team, the semi-final, when they beat Real Madrid. And it was Tadic, and it was De Ligt, and it was Donny van der Beek, and it was Frankie de Jong. Look at the second team he built. You know what the second team looks like? Very much like this Manchester United side. It's just not the quote-unquote Ajax way because they don't play like that. But he built a side that is very similar. So that's why I'm not hearing the excuses about the ingredients.
Well, if he can, if he can cook, if he can cook with regardless of the ingredients, then
we know
we
can't cook. We know we can't cook. AW, you're right. It's not too early. Everyone just got amnesia because they hadn't seen us play since May. Facts. Flawless and Noradin remembered everything. Shout out to OG, and that's why I call him the OG because he's. That's why I asked him when I seen him after we were talking after a stream. When did I see him? I ran into him. Or it was a stream or I ran into him. Either or I was saying you good. And I was like, where are you at with Ineos? And he was like to me, this is early on.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm just wait and see. So this is before the transfers and before the season.
Okay, started. Undecided. He was undecided.
Okay, I was like, all right, I'm not going crazy. And then I see his titles and stuff. And we on the occasional stream and I go, oh, that's the OG. And he didn't believe the Ineos hype. Neither did I. So I just no tweet, me on no platform talking about Ineos are cooking, they're doing this, that, and the third. But I can be balanced and say you're good at this or not good at this. Transfer window, cool. Like what you've done. Managerial stinks. Everything. I don't like anything they've done manager-wise. Nothing.
Okay, I know I'm an op. I know I'm a rival. Yeah, but when I let me be completely honest with you. Let me be completely honest with you, everybody in the chat. As a CIA, right? As a CIA intelligence agent, I want chaos. I want to have disruption. I want things to change and have no consistency. So if I was really pushing for that, I'd say fire your manager. I'd say do a madness like Chelsea. Get a new manager every time it looks bad. Every time someone looks like they can't win the big one or they can't be consistent as you want to see it, fire them. I would love it because what I do know is when you show consistency, when you show adaptability for someone to actually have some failures, have some errors, learn from it, then you have long-term success. But not everyone's going to do the Arsenal Arteta thing. Not everyone's going to kind of let some failures happen. So
what long-term success has Arteta and Arsenal had?
So in terms of long-term success, everybody wants trophies. That hasn't happened yet. But who has been the closest to win a trophy?
There he is, man. Closest, man. Luigi trophy. Yeah, man.
No, I hear it. So again, I would love Flawless. Listen, Flawless. I would love for Arsenal to get rid of Arteta. Had they got rid of Arteta,
I don't want them to. I want them to keep Arteta. Don't get rid of Arteta. I want them to give him a lifetime contract.
If they had gotten rid of Arteta after maybe the second year finishing 8th or the first year finishing 5th, you think okay? It's all what if. Some believe that they'd be in a better position or in the same position had they changed the manager.
What year was that? Oh wait, what year did he leave you lot?
He left us 2018.
So it was 4 years ago. All right, so it depends. Because if they go and get an Ancelotti, yeah, they're probably in a better state. Because he was available them times, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. But you go get a Hansi Flick. Hey, just saying. Hey, difference. So, yes, I hope, I'm not like you. I hope they keep Arteta. I've said this. All Arsenal fans backing Arteta.
I want all ops. Keep firing your managers. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Every 6 months, every 2 seasons. Every 2 seasons, fire your manager because they have it.
No, if they're not doing the basics, that's why Klopp didn't get fired. Because Klopp was doing the basics. That's why Klopp didn't get sacked. Because Klopp was doing the right things.
You know what? That'd be interesting to go back and see what the first 2 seasons of Klopp were.
It was improvement. He reached one. He did the basics. Implemented a style straight away. Implemented a style
in the chat. What
he reached in his first season, he reached a Europa League final. He reached I think he reached the FA Cup final. He reached it was multiple times. He reached like 4 or 5 finals in a row, something like that. Something crazy. He had a crazy record.
What did
and look at where they're coming from as well. That's the thing is 2 finals in a row. You know what they had? Improvement constantly. He had improvement.
I'm gonna do. You know,
that's where you get it misunderstood and be trolling. It's not about winning. It's about improvement.
But I'm saying the same thing about I'm saying the same thing about Arsenal, and you're like, nah.
Yeah, no, because they've hit their ceiling. That's the time to win. You see the difference between, you know what the difference between Klopp and Arteta is? When it was Klopp times to win, you know what he did? Win. When it was Arteta's time to win, you know what he did? Lost. What are we talking about? Argue that. You could see the trajectory exactly, Pops. Klopp's time was Klopp had a team that was ready to win, and what did he do? Won the 2 big trophies. What has Arteta done when it was time to win?
This myth
stumbled, fluffed the bag. Look, man, I'm saying it now. Played in 2 finals in his first year, Europa and League Cup.
Okay.
And he lost. I remember the joke, but you could see the trajectory. All right, there's something to build upon. We're not talking about the house being built and it looking all fancy and all the interior design. What are we talking about here, man?
This is great. Everybody in the chat, this is great. Listen, I got my project. I got my homework assignment. I'm gonna look at Klopp, Liverpool the year before Klopp got Liverpool. Okay, I'm gonna look at his final.
I'll tell you now.
I'm gonna look at his final league standing.
I'll tell you now. We'll do this right now. We'll do this right now. One second.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm just making sure I got all the dates and everything. 1 second. So, got me out here doing Liverpool prop, but this is just disrespectful to Klopp. I mean, this is not what we're doing. Of course it is. Comparing him to Arteta. Yes, he's done nothing. And also, you know what Klopp has on his side? That he won back-to-back Bundesligas.
No, we're just talking Prem. We're talking about because we can't do that because Arteta was an assistant manager.
But it can't. But that's not his fault. That counts.
No, it doesn't count.
No, of course it. Okay, so if Arteta was to leave Arsenal, get sacked, went to Dortmund, and in this season and the next season won back-to-back Bundesligas and went to a Champions League final and lost, what would we be saying about him?
We'd say he won over a Bundesliga.
No, what would we say about him? That's a great feat and he's a quality manager. You be talking about this is why Arsenal should have kept him. So we're not doing that. If he went and won back-to-back Bundesligas with Borussia Dortmund and reached the final, so we're not doing that, not taking that away from Klopp.
No, I'm not taking it away from Klopp. No, I'm not taking it away from Klopp, but we can't use that level of experience because
I'm just saying achievement. The reason why CV is when you hire someone. So the reason why Klopp will also potentially get more time with Liverpool fans and the Liverpool board is because what you've done previously.
I know, but you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, 100%. But Arsenal's not a starting time. That's not the place to start. It's not the place to train, mate.
No, it can be.
It's not. All right, cool. And I hope Arsenal fans and Arsenal board think like that because this is why they will continue to win nothing. This is why they're on a 5-year trophy drought. Bet. Keep Arteta. Carry on. As you were. Carry on. Please do, man. Please. So he joined in 2015 October. So it was 2015 October. So he joined midway through. So let's go back. So they ended up finishing 6th. Obviously, he was only there halfway through. So they finished 6th. Then the season after, they finished 8th.
So sorry. They finished 6th, and that same season he made it to a Europa final?
Yes, chat, let me know. Yeah, I think it was a Europa or League Cup. I don't. 1 sec. You know what? I can't Google this. Give me a sec. I'll tell you now. Give me a sec. Hey, run up the like. Subscribe to Vata's channel. Links in the title.
Large job.
Right, 1 second. I'm gonna tell you now. 1 sec. I'm just literally pulling up the Europa League winners list now, just to make sure we got all the dates and everything correct. I think League Cup as well. Right, 1 second. Let me do this.
No worries.
That's why I need a producer. But here we are. Get there soon.
Yeah, large up. I mean,
go subscribe to Vata's channel, people. Link is in the pin, not even in the pin comment. It's in the title. Vata Games TV. All right. Now I'll pull up the FA Cup as well. 1 second.
While Wallace is doing that, let me also point out, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, if you haven't liked this video, what y'all waiting for? What y'all waiting for? Like, seriously, this is some of the most fun I have doing content.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, yeah.
So the time flies by, and I'm ready. I'm ready to have the combo. And even at the same time, I tell you this all the time. I'm a sniper, so I'm gonna take this information. I'm looking at when Klopp joined Liverpool. Where do they finish the league standing?
So here we are. So I've got the finals up from the League Cup, Europa League. I had the champs as well. Let me get the champs up as well. Carry on. Sorry, as you were.
So when you got Liverpool, this is the exercise that should be done for every manager. And then if you're going to say, if you see progress, if you see just maybe righting some wrongs you give a manager some time. I don't know if Klopp came in and from the jump
he improved him because on the pitch I remember specifically right watching him. All right, so here we go. So he joined October 2015. So that's so 20. So he joined October 2015. So 2015, 16, he finished eighth.
And Liverpool the year before finished sixth.
Yeah, they finished sixth. But you know what he also did in 2015, 16? Got them to a Europa League final.
Okay, got them to a final.
Europa League final. So, okay, bear in mind where Liverpool were at this point. 2016, 2017, they finished fourth.
Wait, hold on. Pause. When you say remember where this Liverpool were at, is that to say that
they were rubbish?
So when rivals want to tell me that Pep inherited an already winning team when they hadn't won 2 seasons before, was Liverpool not in a title chase 2 seasons before that? Like
Brendan Rodgers, what year was it? I can't remember. Because
wasn't the slip in 2013?
Yeah, the list might have been, so that's 2 years prior.
So just 2 years prior. Like, you know what I mean? Like, did he really inherit this?
It wasn't a good team. He inherited a rubbish team. So they finished.
But rivals want to say that Pep inherited
He inherited a much better side than.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So it was much better. You can lie to yourself all you want. He inherited a much better side.
All right.
So 2015-16, they finished 8th. Made the Europa League final.
Okay.
2016-17. Oh shit. What is this? 1 second. 2016-17 finished 4th. So you're into the Champions League. You're in the Champions League spots.
Okay. Any trophies?
No trophies. Lost in wait. Is that 20? Oh shit. Wait. When did they? Oh yeah, 2015-16 in John. I'm just making sure I not got my dates mixed up. Yeah, it was October. Oh no, wait. He lost in the FA Cup final. Wait, is that the EFL? No, he lost in the EFL Cup final to City, 2015-16. So his first season, he made both. He made 2 finals. Lost them both, but made 2 finals. He made the Europa League final. He made the League Cup final. My bad, people. So he made 2 finals and 2015-16. So that's only halfway through. So that's a significant improvement. And the following season, 2016-17, finished 4th.
Okay.
2017-18, finished 4th again. Just making sure there's no finals.
No trophies.
No trophies. But you can see the significant improvement. He's reached 2 finals, lost them both, and has now consolidated them as a top 4 side twice. So they finished 4th, and then
finished 8th, finished 4th, finished 4th. No trophies in the 3rd season. No trophies in the 3rd season.
But 2017, 2018, then they finished 4th.
Okay.
2018-19, significant improvement. 1 point behind Manchester City.
One Champions League. Year 4. He was given year 4.
And wait, he was given year 4. And 2018-19, let me check.
He won Champions League.
Yes, he won Champions League.
So he was given year 4 after a year 3 of no trophies, finishing 4th, back to back.
He's back to back, but what he's done is won, and this ties into my point. He's won at crucial points. What now buys him the time? He's finished 4th back to back. He's now won the Champions League as well in 2018-19. Buys you. No, he finished 2nd. So you've now, so you've made the team a top 4 side. You've reached 2 finals, lost them both. They're now, and now you've made them not only a Champions League winning side, they're also a title contender side.
Yeah, but my point is,
and it's clear improvement on the pitch.
Yeah, my point is, year 3 was stagnant. Yeah. Year 3.
No, year 3 wasn't stagnant.
It was stagnant.
It was consolidating.
Oh my god! I'm
consolidating.
Clip this up. Consolidating is going to be a word that's going to be revisited. Flawless.
It's consolidating.
How you say that? How you say that with a straight face? Mad calm is killing me. Okay.
Because it's about becoming a Champions League side consistently. He's done that 2 seasons in a row. That would have been a part of it. Get us back into the top 4 on a consistent basis, and also make improvements on the pitch. Also reach finals. He's doing that.
So was he in any finals in his 3rd year? I don't think he was.
Wait, because he's been there. 2017, 2018, 28. Yes, because he won the Champions League in 2018, 2019.
Okay, hold on. you know what? We need to kind of stop this. The fact that he came in October.
No. 2018. So yeah, so halfway through the season. But yes, to answer your point.
But October's not halfway through the season. October's
okay, but it's not the start. You don't have your team. You don't have your players.
So does he get credit? Does he get credit for that League Cup if it's not his team? The same way people want to take credit away from Arteta for winning the FA.
Which League Cup? He didn't win a League Cup. What League Cup did he win?
I thought you said he won the League Cup in his.
No, he didn't. He finished no. 2015-16, they lost the League Cup.
They lost the League Cup. Okay,
they lost the League Cup final, but we give them credit to get into the final.
He gets credit for making it to the final.
We get him credit to giving the final. Yeah, we give you some form of credit because of the way you got to the final. So never won it. So what we talking about? So 20 because it's October 2016. So 2017-18 is his first full season. So in his first full season, 2017-18, he's finished fourth. In his, wait. No. So he's finished fourth in his first full season. That's good. No. Is that not good? He's finished. It is fourth in his first full season. What are we talking about?
Flawless. The only thing that I'm doing right now is I get the wordplay. You're a lyricist. First full season. Well, I get all that. But the man came in October.
Okay, cool.
And he was scheduled to come for a long time to that club.
That's all hiatus. Cool. We can take all right, take that off. Let's go from the first full season then. Take off 2017.
No, I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna count it.
We can eliminate that.
No, we don't have to eliminate it. Year one, he finished 8th. Okay.
Cool.
Year 2, he finished 4th.
He finished 4th, yes.
Year 2, he finished 4th.
2017-18.
Yeah.
And then his third year,
finished
won
4th
the
again.
Champions League. Won the Champions League.
No.
Yes, he did. He won the Champions League.
No.
What are we talking about? 2018-19. He won the Champions League.
No, but that's his 4th season.
4th, 3rd. That's impressive.
Okay, but let's keep
gradual. What we've seen.
All I want is the consistency. Okay, so if we're gonna say, and here's where my homework's gonna go, because I'm gonna look at that year where he finished 4th back to back, right?
So 17-18.
17-18.
And 16-17.
60, yeah, 60.
17-18, yeah.
17-18 when he finished 4th the second time. Many, I'm not saying you, many would look at that year as a stagnant year, as a plateau year, as a not getting any better year, as a getting top 4 is not a trophy, is not what this club, right? Big clubs are supposed to do. Some fans would be losing their minds just for a top 4 finish. Okay,
but it's about improvement on the pitch. They improved. There was a clear style.
That's all subjective. Yes, it is.
That's not subjective. You could see a clear improvement from Liverpool. You could see a clear improvement. What are we talking about here? You could see a clear improvement. And you know how you could see a clear improvement? Because they won the Champions League the year after. What are we talking about here? They won the Champions League and finished second.
You know what? They finished with less points. They finished with less points that second time at 4th. So when you want to talk about clear, and let me also look. Let me see goal difference. Goals for 84 in 2017-2018.
Don't do that. It's literally it's 1 point.
What do you mean?
It's 1 point. It's 1 point, and they scored more goals the second time around.
It's more points, and they finished worse.
Point. No, they finished 4th. They finished 4th both seasons. So 16-17
with less points though.
17-18. It was 1 point. It was 1 point, and they scored more goals. They consolidated. They finished 4th back to back. And apart from you, everyone else can see with 2 eyes that they was clearly improving. Yes, I was a United fan. I ran jokes about them losing finals, but you could see a clear improvement, a clear style. What their problem was, you know what Liverpool's problem was at that time? The quality wasn't there. You know what they went and did? Added quality. And you know what they did when they added quality? Won major trophies. What are we talking about here? This is why 18-19, they won the Champions League. This is why the following year, they won the Premier League. Arteta is not going to do that and hasn't done that so far. What are we talking about here? Arteta should have won the league the last 2 years.
Oh, my goodness.
You should have won the league.
Klopp,
that's how you know I'm not. That's why when people try to call me bias pops, Myth. Man can talk ball. I can run
no.
and run joke. Not you. I'm saying when people try to say I'm not bad. It's bad. This is me as a United fan talking about how any comparison for Arteta to Klopp is super disrespectful.
No, it's actually not. Because it's actually not when you think about the experience that Klopp had coming over from Bundesliga and then given the amount of time that he had here in the Prem. In his 4th year, he was able to win. And you're telling me that Arteta, without that experience of a Klopp, should have won a league already. Is where I'm like,
he should have He should have won a league based off of what happened in the season, as I'm saying. Did I have Arsenal above? I had City winning mainly because of Arsenal. The point I'm making is when you are on top of the league for 93% of the season, if you don't win the league, you should not keep your job unless you are a Pep or an Ancelotti or a Klopp or a Fergie or one of the juggernauts. There's no excuse for that. 93% of the time they was on top of the league and fumbled it. Last season, 8 points clear, fumbled it. How many more times does this manager need to fail before you go, hey, this manager's not it?
Flawless. I'm gonna find a percentage.
So Colin, just to clarify, it says you're just saying about clear improvement, but also saying sack Arteta because we've made this, because you just joined Colin, made this clear before. You know what Klopp did? He got to a point where he had improved X amount and then it was time to win. You know what Klopp did when it was time to win? Won. You know what Arteta's done when it's time to win? Didn't win. How much money did Klopp spend?
A lot. Let's not do that.
Okay, no, he did. No, you're proving my point. But that money was justified to be spent when they spent 70 million on Van Dijk. When they spent the money on Alisson. What are we talking about?
No, but here's the thing.
And you know they're getting close to $1 billion spent, yeah?
Yeah, but we're going full circle here when we were kind of talking about earlier with the fan base not being satisfied and always wanting more. Because if the ownership, FSG, they knew when to invest. They knew the targets, they knew the ingredients, they knew the players to get at the time of when getting them. And when they got them, when they spent, look at what Liverpool did. They got the results. They got the Champions League. They got the Prem. But
it was crazy. Yeah. It was crazy. You said time to invest. You should never stop investing. And that's FSG's mindset. You never stop investing. Never stop investing. Same way, Veta in your channel, which is a great channel, subscribe. You know what Veta does? You know what Veta never does? Never stops investing. You never stop working on your channel. My channel, but you know this. Chat know this. Hey, chat, do you ever see me not invested in my channel? Shout out to Bajan Pops in the chat. Bajan Reds. Them man never stop investing in their channel. So no matter if we're talking about a Saeed or a Rance who's at 100K, me who's lower down, others who are lower down, someone who's got 1 subscriber. Shout out to Omar who just hit 1K the other day. Shout out Sheik. Them man, you know what them man never do? Never TJ, the list goes on. You never stop investing. And I'm talking YouTube, high level sport. And you've just said there, they knew the time when to invest. Crazy. That tells me all I need to know. They chose not to invest because they don't want to win.
Nah, see, you're clever. You're clever. And this show is going to continue on. Those of you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Get the notification because I got so much to address and I'm not going to be able to do it in this limited amount of time. When I talk about investing, and here's where the fan base, they need to sit down. They need to get a pen and pad and take some notes down. Shout out to Professor Hamza. You need to sit down and take notes because when FSG are investing, sometimes they have to take a minute and say, you know what? We're investing in the training facility. We're investing in our medical staff. We're investing in the youth players that we're going to have to probably tap into. Not everything results in terms of being able to splash the cash everywhere, being able to invest in getting players in, which many of the fan base, and I get it, fans, fanatic, they want all they want is one. I want to win. I want to win. But there's a process to it. When FSG said, you know what, we're investing in different areas that you may not see, that may not be sexy. I'd never say that ownership aren't investing, and I agree. You have to invest in different ways. Sometimes my investment is with regards to research. Sometimes my investment is with regards to how I interact in the relationships I build within this thing. Sometimes my investment is, you know what? I see where everybody's moving in this space. Let me do it a little differently. So it doesn't always happen in terms of what's in front of people.
No, only the top teams do that. Who win everything or aim to win everything. That's my point. We go
Yo,
full
shout out to
circle.
Christopher. Good looking out.
I'm big up to Sunshine for the rain, and she called me a fraud, the cheek of it. But this is the point I'm making in regards to it. Klopp, once a certain amount of money had been spent and he had to win, won. When Arteta, when he spent this money and should have won, didn't win. You know why he didn't win? Arteta's not good enough. That's what it is. And I hope, from a Manchester United fan perspective, Arsenal please keep him. Please do. Please keep him.
Flawless.
Because you'll win nothing with him. You'll win no major trophy with him. Is he good enough to go win the FA Cup or League Cup? Yeah, 100%.
Arteta's good enough to win the league. He was 2 points off.
He's not good enough to win the league.
Arteta was good enough to be better than Klopp for the last 2 seasons. I'm not doing that.
No. We can do that. That can happen. You can do that. Avram Grant almost beat Sir Alex Ferguson to a European trophy. That can happen. The point I'm making is he good enough to win a league title or Champions League? I stand on it. No, this is where we disagree. So how many years does he get? How many years does he get to the league then? How many years does he get? How much money? Does it have to be a bill?
How long is the greatest manager to have ever graced the Prem going to remain here? That's the only thing holding Arteta back. That is it. That's right. And if some want to summarize Arteta isn't good enough because he doesn't stack up against Pep, hey, I hear it.
No, it's not about stacking up. It's thinking he's not good enough or not, because Klopp managed to get one.
Yeah, Klopp managed to get one with a wealth of experience from the Bundesliga coming over here, and he was only able to get one. And when you want to talk about FSG investing, you know what FSG did after, which many Liverpool fans want to dismiss and act like it didn't happen? They gave him Thiago, who was killing it. They spent money, and when the players don't,
bear in mind, I'm critical of Klopp as well because he should have won more while he was here.
100%.
Yeah, but there's the difference is he's capable of winning the big two. I stand on it. Arteta's not good enough to win at Arsenal.
You know what?
How long do you give him?
You know what? Actually, you're starting to bother me.
Is it a bill? How much can he spend? How much do we spend before we say he's not good enough there? How much?
Hit the world with another pandemic. Maybe Arteta wins it.
Vea, how much money does he have to spend at Arsenal before he has to win before he has to win the league?
We're not doing that. Because
what do you mean we're not doing that? How much money does much money does he have to spend beforehand?
You will have to spend when you get rid of players as well. If he's getting players out the door and has to invest and get all of that, he spent 600 million. He could spend a bill 0.5. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So he can spend a bill 1.5, and there should be no expectation of him to win the league.
No. He should be expected to win. If he doesn't win, I'm not killing him if he's losing.
All right, cool. No, see, you're the only person that's not doing 1.5 billion. You better go and win the league. After 1.5 billion spent, you should. If you cannot win the league, after
1.5 billion in 2 seasons,
and their managers are gone too, because their managers weren't good enough.
Their managers were never going to be good enough.
You would exactly because they were bad appointments.
But you have to invest in the squad regardless. They were going to spend that money anyways. The manager was never going to be good enough.
But you spend the money to invest in the squad, but you also need a good manager. So you're telling me Arteta can spend 1.5 billion and not win the league, and that's cool.
Flawless.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, it's only cool because it is Pep. I've said this on my show. No, one second. Let me say this.
Yeah, go on.
I've said this on my show. Arteta can't afford to finish behind anyone else but Pep. If he finishes behind anyone else, yes, he needs to be sacked. But he's going up against a unicorn. He's going up against maybe like a fallen angel or something. He's going up against someone that is redefining, doing things different. He came into this league and set centurions, which no one was doing. He set the mark. And the fact that
fallen angel where you was above them for 93% of the league, but I hear you as you were. Carry on.
Maybe he took a little time off. Maybe he wasn't as focused. Maybe the players were a little, lackadaisical. Whatever it was, but Arteta can only afford to lose to Pep. If he loses to anyone else, he needs to get out the door.
So that's where you're at. It's okay, no matter how much money he spends, as long as he loses to Pep, that makes it okay.
The reason why over at CIA I don't kill managers too much on the spending part is because you got to spend to maintain. If I'm in a neighborhood and there's there's $1 million homes around me, I'm not crashing it on these people because they have similar costs. No, that's what it is. So to be in the mix, he's got to spend.
Yeah, 100%. That's not the point of it. You have to. This is the point I've said about City, about Real Madrid, about you have to spend. My point
You
is,
got to be in the
once
mix.
you spend, there needs to be a return on that investment. If there's no return on that investment, you are not good enough at your job. Man has spent 600
This
million,
pocket watching,
700
I don't
million,
move that way. I
800
don't move that
million, and you can spend. You said it yourself. These are words from your mouth. 1.5 billion he can spend, and as long as he loses to Pep, that makes it okay. Nah, that doesn't make it okay. You're not good enough at your job. Because I think if you give 1.5 billion to other managers, they come in and win the league.
Nope.
Do I think? Yeah, of course they could.
Who?
Ancelotti. You give 1.5 billion to Ancelotti, yes, he comes in and wins the league. Yes. What are we talking about?
You're talking about another unicorn manager. He
So
was able to win
this
Champions
is
League.
The point I'm making. You
There's only so many out there. He's not. They're not going to poach an Ancelotti. There's no one else, Wallace.
The season you talking about when they went and got Arteta, you know who was available? Ancelotti. Did they go and try and get Ancelotti? No.
Ancelotti after Everton.
And on he was at Everton. I wanted him at United. People told me he was finished. I couldn't believe my ears. I think he's the greatest manager literally managing right now.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, of course you disagree, but hey, we move. But the point man, he's the one who had your star players tired in the quarterfinal, but that's a whole different conversation. But the point I'm making is you aim to go and find a unicorn. You know why? Because there will be not another Pep, but there will be unicorn managers. Do you think Pep and Ancelotti there's going to be no more exceptional managers after them? No. There's a manager none of us know right now who's going to be the next guy, and so forth. Same way when there was Fergie and there was Wenger and there was all these top managers, Zidane and Pep and Ancelotti wasn't about. But now, Pep wasn't about. So what we talking about? You go and try, and this is the point I'm making.
Arsenal believe that they have one of those managers,
and that's the wrong thing to think. That's my point I'm making. Who's right so far? Wait. As Arteta has been there, has he been a unicorn? Yeah, we'll leave on that. Well, give me a sec. Has he been a unicorn so far at Arsenal Football Club?
Flawless, I've already said this. He's winning this league if it wasn't for Pep. He's performed. No, but hold on. If we want to, okay.
Has he been a unicorn so far? No, hasn't been a unicorn so far. Ponder that. Hey, chat, has Arteta been a unicorn so far at Arsenal? And run up the likes. Back in a sec.
See, this is why this guy's bothering me right now. This guy is holding Arteta to the lack of success, but it's because of Pep. Take a second, snap your finger, genie wish, whatever it may be. You take Pep out of here, Arteta wins the league 2 times in a row. Arteta crashes it on Klopp for 2 seasons. Arteta erases what Klopp's Prem legacy is. This is the thing where I'm kind of like, yeah, you gotta kind of chill a little bit with Arteta. He's got to spend. The club themselves have to improve year over year. This crashing it on them because of 1 million spent, close to 1 million. You got to do this. You got to spend to keep up. But the flawless's point of view, or some rival's point of view about Arteta not being good enough.
Nah, he's not.
You take away Pep, he crashed it on Klopp for 2 seasons.
Okay, that's all well and good. That's cool. Is he a better manager than Klopp right now? No. Has he been more successful than Klopp? No. So what are we talking about?
He's only not a better manager. He's only not successful because of one.
And Klopp's only and the seasons that Klopp lost.
Well, Klopp finished behind Arteta for 2 seasons in a row, though.
Well and good. Who's the better manager between the two of them?
The last 2 seasons, it was Arteta.
No, overall, fam. Who's the better manager overall?
Klopp has the better career, of course. He's been in the game longer.
No, forget longer because managers have been. Of course, it's this managers who've been managing 25 years. Sean Dyche been in it longer than some of these managers. He one of the top managers. No, what are we talking about here, fam? What are we doing?
There's a reason why Klopp said bye-bye.
Yeah, because is Klopp a better manager than Arteta?
No,
that's the question.
Not right now. No. Last year, no.
Klopp's not better than Arteta.
No. He was not for the last 2 seasons. And he realized he didn't have the energy to keep up with a young manager as well. So he's out the door.
All right, cool. But he beat Pep to a title, but Arteta can't.
He beat Pep to a title 4 years ago. And hasn't been. He did it. He did it during a pandemic.
Okay, so all right, tell Arteta go win a domestic league. Not in England. Go win a domestic league. Any 2-1 top one in Europe. Could he I
want Arteta to leave Arsenal. I do.
Yeah, you crazy. Why?
I want him to leave.
Why?
Because this league will be easier without him over there.
Sure, it's easy with him. I'm about to fight
It's
people.
not easy. No, this ain't
It's easy.
easy, Flawless.
It's definitely easy.
It,
They're the easiest challenges you've had.
no, Klopp was.
All right, sure.
Klopp did it, and Klopp couldn't even do it back to back.
Do what back to back? That's true.
So Klopp was not able to win the league back to back. Now, I'll say this: the fact that he finished 1 point off, won Champions League.
Yeah, because he's a miles better manager than Arteta. They're not even in the same universe. He's miles better.
Also, if you want to look at the caliber of players in terms of what he has compared to the up and coming talent that's over at Arsenal, you can see the difference there.
You signed off on them players. That's on Arteta. You signed off on them.
I don't know if that's Arteta. I hear it's
that's Arteta. Or if that's the case, let's say it's not. You're a yes man, so that's even worse. So either or, it's on you.
No, it's not about a yes man. Everybody has their role. This is
either or it's either or it's on you. You just said you don't know if he signs off on the player. So if you're being given players that you don't want, you're a yes man.
No, if I'm a manager and my role is to get these set of players to play as best as they can. It's not a matter of being a yes man. It's a matter of no. Let me use an analogy. Not in the world of nature, you're going to have a hierarchy, right?
No, but you negotiate. What you just said was you don't know if Arteta's signing off on the players being signed. So then my response is to that is if you are being given players you do not want, you are a yes man.
It's not okay.
Of course it is. You think Pep's being given players he don't want?
Pep's different. We got to stop doing this.
Do you think Ancelotti's okay? Wait. Do you think Ancelotti has been given players?
Do I think Klopp was given players that he didn't want?
Do you think Klopp is giving players he don't want?
Yes.
Okay.
And you got to make do. In this day and age of football, you got to make do. Gone are the days of Sir Alex Ferguson making all decisions.
You don't have to make all the decisions, but you can have input.
Yeah. So managers today will say, I want this profile of player.
Again, that's why I'm not hearing about the teams. You just said he can spend 1.5 billion, and as long as he loses to Pep, that's okay. You give 1.5 billion to other managers, they'll win the league.
No,
what
are
we talking about here? Klopp did it with half that. 1.5 billion.
No. Klopp,
come on, man.
Listen, the market's also different with how things have escalated in terms of pricing.
Sure.
Right? That's all that inflation's different.
Big up to T.Guna for the super chat. Says Arteta is rubbish. Won nothing with his team. Klopp is way better, winning titles with bombs. The City guy is trolling. LOL. He goes on to say, big up for the other super chat. Arteta doesn't want players with attitudes. He's signing off on players that come in. He wanted Sterling when he needed Tony. I hear you on that. I'm not sure about the Tony thing.
Wait, go back to that last super chat. He said Klopp did it with bums.
I disagree with that.
What the heck was that? No, listen,
maybe he's talking about like enjoying. But the point I'm making is as well. Anyway, once you spend big up to T.Guna. Once you spend a certain amount of money, I need a return on my investment. If you can't win a league title against anybody, I even saying loads. If you spend 1.5 billion and cannot win one league title, you are not good enough at your job. The results show this. What are we talking about? No Premier League and no Champions League. 1.5 billion spent. Sure, bet. All right.
He's been in the Champions League for one season. This is his second season.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten that much to spend, that much spent on his squad to get the squad to be able to compete. And the point that I'm just emphasizing is, if you are losing, if you want to question being good at your job, you can have that point of view. I think he's good at his job. I think he's more than good at his job.
He's great for his job. If I was a City fan, I think he was good at his job.
No,
too.
see now you're trying to troll it and twist it.
I'm not trolling.
My point is
that's actual facts. I've said that from a United perspective. I hope Arteta keeps his job. I hope the Arsenal hierarchy have your mindset. I hope they think it exactly. Hey, if you lot are locked in, one, make sure you could share it across your socials because you lot got thousands of followers and all that. And two, I hope Arsenal hierarchy, please keep Arteta. Please. I beg. Please.
My thing is,
T.Guna, trophy. All right,
T.Guna, I don't know why you believe Arteta is rubbish, and yes, he hasn't won anything, but he's not rubbish. I'm going to use this example.
No, he's not rubbish. He's not rubbish.
He's not rubbish, and he's good at his job. But Flawless, you want to maybe say or position it differently.
No, he's not. No, he's not of a certain level. There's only a few that are at that level.
Yeah, so I'm saying, listen, you got the Nikes of the world, arguably the number one footwear apparel brand in the world. Does that mean that they're number one all the time? That Adidas are bums? That Adidas aren't successful? That Under Armour aren't successful? That Puma aren't successful?
Arteta's none of those.
Arteta is only falling short. Adidas, Puma.
He's none of those. He's not, because they've all won.
Only falling short because of Nike.
They've all been at that point. That's calling him Adidas.
What do you mean they've been at? What do you mean they've been at what point?
I mean, at an Under Armour or something like that, they've had success. Is Steph not on Under Armour?
Yeah, that's a one-off. That's one.
Yeah, that's better than any. So in equivalent to football, that's better than anything Arteta's ever done.
No, it's not.
What's Arteta done that's better than getting Steph Curry as a brand?
Arteta, to your point, when you wanted to point out what Klopp was able to do, and yes, I get it. He won Champions League. Yes, he won the league. But before he did that, hold on. Before he did that, he got fourth, and he got fourth again.
Mm-hmm.
Arteta has now gotten Arsenal second back-to-back. You want to talk about progression? You want to talk about what you're seeing on the pitch? I'm seeing that. I think other Arsenal fans are seeing that. Not everyone's quick to say he's not getting them in a position to win.
But it wasn't about progression at that point.
Of course it is.
No, it's not. It's win. There comes a time, and it happened with Klopp, where you have to win.
Yeah, but he went from fifth, not fourth. He went from fifth to challenging with a second, right? So yes, there's a point on when he has to win, but he's not in an era of a pandemic. He's not in a moment where City look to be falling off, and I'm not going to crash it on Arteta for falling 2 points short, having finished second twice to a team that's won the treble and now done a 4.
So does he have to win this season then? Or is it just okay to keep losing to Pep no matter how much money you spend? That's what I'm getting.
Again, this spend argument, I'm
okay. So get the spend. Does he have to win the league this season, or is he's just cool being second? Calm.
He's got if he doesn't win it, he's got to finish second. That's the only thing that would be acceptable.
So that's it. So he can finish. And then what about the season after? Does he have to win it the season after?
If he finishes second for 3 seasons in a row,
yes.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. But again, he'd have to win it, and the board. When we talk about taking time to invest, like I've seen FSG, they've been pretty smart with what they do. I think the Cronkies, I think Arsenal need to go out and get those missing gaps. They need to give this man a striker.
We know what Arsenal need. 100%.
Yeah. So those figure points that they need.
And guess what? If they don't give you what you need, you know what you can do? Leave, because you don't have the tools to go and do what needs to be done.
Yeah, but then you're asking yourself, am I going to get the tools somewhere else to be as impactful?
If you're as good as you think you are, yes.
Yeah, but then there's going to be depending on where you go, depending on you think Arteta going
back your ability. I'm saying if that's the case, if the board are not giving you what you want, leave.
All right.
We watched the legend of the game do that at AC Milan. What we talking about?
Okay.
Left because actually no, we were even on the board. He said he wasn't good enough himself, but Gattuso said that.
Yeah,
that's why he left. So
Arsenal, Arteta, I am excited the day you decide to fire Arteta. I am all for it. Now, I don't
because he's a great number. It's a great number 2. So does he? So back to the point, we didn't even get an answer. Does he have to win the league this year?
Nah.
Does he have to win the league the year after?
Yes.
Okay, so you're giving him 2 seasons basically more.
If he two things. Let me be fully transparent. If he happens to not win the league, and he happens to not only finish behind Pep,
let's just say, for argument's sake, he's second. He finishes second this season. Should he keep his job?
He gets another year. Yeah.
If he finishes second the 25-26 season, should he keep his job?
No, because under his watch, under his watch, with the investment in terms of the players and their maturity now, and the fact that I would think his squad would be complete, and it'd be interesting to see whether players do leave. But if his squad remains complete, because I see Real Madrid sniffing around Saliba, but if he has this same challenging squad and they finish second,
it's kind of like it. But you know what? If Saliba leaves, I don't blame him. Kind of like if they win the Liga or the Champions League, Saliba might decide to stay. You know, maybe that changes his mind.
Yeah, winning changes a lot.
Winning does change a lot, but you know that's something this manager doesn't do. But hey, we move.
Now,
I ain't saying no good. Does this manager win or not?
No, he hasn't won.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's gonna be interesting to see what he emphasizes, what he targets.
So when he don't win this season, it'll be half a decade.
Yeah. All right. Listen, I gotta bounce.
It'd be half a decade, didn't it?
I gotta bounce.
You know?
Let me say this real quick.
Subscribe to Vegas Games TV.
Chat, like this video, subscribe to Flawless. Make sure you got the notifications on so you catch his future shows and obviously this show moving forward. This combo, and I want to appreciate everyone on YouTube that were able to see me run back and forth, a little bit of juggling with regards to the kids and dinner schedules and all this stuff. Bless everybody. I'm gonna say this. Please subscribe to the channel. I see the subs creeping up. Much appreciated.
Vega Games TV. Links in the chat. Links in the title, people. Vega Games TV. This is my done. So when you see us debating like this, it's just us just having a conversation. Vega Games TV is here every Tuesday, 11:30 p.m. UK time. Again, links in the title. You lot, there's over 90 of you lot in the building. I know everyone here has not subscribed to Veta's channel, so make sure you subscribe to his channel. Links underneath in the description and on the feature channel part of the page as well. Big up, pause. They just dropped a donation. Appreciated. T. Guna says, big up again for this super chat as well. Says, Will be fighting for top 4 this season. What has he won? I'm an Arsenal fan. Second doesn't mean nothing. If he leaves, what we missing? Being close to Pep. That's what you missing. Being close to Pep.
Do not miss the next show. And also, what you're missing is if this manager leaves, just understand that it's a reset. There's no given that you're going to be in a position to even maybe challenge and have a chance for trophies. So if you think Arteta isn't that guy, I'm not mad at you. That's fine. Fair point. I think he's shown a lot of quality, only to fall short to, again.
Man's even got the hashtag up there. Yeah. You crazy, yo. That second hashtag is mad. Man's actually got a hashtag why Arteta can only finish buying Guardiola. Yeah, man. Love that.
Trust me. This is the combo. Future shows, but bless for having me on Flawless. I will catch you on. Actually, I'll catch you tomorrow. You got the show with the Arsenal fans.
Yeah. I got the Arsenal up, man. Couple special guests joining as well, so that's gonna be a good show. Got a couple special
I'll be there, man. Bless up. Thanks,
man. Joining. Hey, Veta, big up every single time, man. Shouts to Veta. Absolute real one. Always love chopping up with Veta, man. Again, please, you lot, subscribe to Veta Games TV. Been here almost 3 hours. These shows are getting longer and longer. And to Beijing Pops, I think my bad I didn't get to this. It says, ask if he wants Arteta to take over from Pep. I think he said he would take Arteta. I think he said that previously. But yeah, we move people. Sarcasm City TV, you already know, man. We gonna keep this show on the road. And when I say that, not only this show, just Sarcasm City TV in general. Yes, Warrior J, TJ and Tony will be there tomorrow. 2 special guests. I got 2 special guests for the United Arsenal show on Wednesday. I'm trying to get 2 special guests for the United Chelsea Spurs show on Thursday. Friday, because I'm at a show out myself, I got to move the United Liverpool show. I'm trying to get 2 special guests for that as well. And then Saturday, this is for you, Warrior J, everyone else. I will be doing not only the Southampton Manchester United game, I'll be doing the Everton Villa game and the Bournemouth Chelsea game. All 3 of those on the playback, people. All non-Manchester United Premier League watch-alongs are on the Sarcasm City TV playback. Download the playback app, people. Download the playback app or go to playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Go hit the follow button. Let me share screen. Give you lot the visual. 1 second. Playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Go follow, people. I don't know why man are mentioning Anthony and Mount and all that. I don't know what man are talking about. I have no idea. That must be a conversation you lot are having on there, because I see some things that people mentioning Mount and Anthony. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? But yeah, you lot can see it here. Sarcasm City TV playback, people. Bum. NBA, Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, boxing, UFC, NFL, all on there. Look, check the schedule. Boom, check. Southampton, Manchester United, Villa, Everton, watch along. Bournemouth, Chelsea, watch along. Tottenham, Arsenal, watch along. Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, NFL, watch along. Cardinals versus the Rams, watch along. United, Barnsley, watch along. City, Inter, watch along. Atalanta, Arsenal, watch along. West Ham, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Manchester United. City, Arsenal. United, 20. Newcastle United, Manchester City. Chelsea, Brighton. Wolves, Liverpool. Manchester United, Spurs. That's just a month. And I've not even added the rest. There'll be more NFL watch-alongs in that as well. Playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV people as well. So make sure you do that. I don't know how much the Nunes cost. Was it 90 M's? Yeah, Emma was confused. That's why I said it. I was like, all right. Thanks for that receipt. You already know, Pops, but shout out to Vader. We are going to end this live stream. Vader mentioned it on countless occasions as he does. Big up to all the audio listeners. Anyone who's listening right now on audio, big up to you. Spotify, make sure you follow us. 5-star or Sarcasm City TV. Same with iTunes. Same with SoundCloud as well, people. I don't think anyone is live. Let me see who's live. Final few questions before we close out, people. Final few questions. Big up the chat. You know, absolute real ones. Thoroughly enjoyed the show as always, man. For real, for real. Always enjoyed this show. Oh, it's Troops just... All right, cool. Yeah, that's where we're redirecting. We're going to send you lot to Troops. Yeah. That's why I send you lot. Send you lot to Troops. Big up Sunshine again from the raid. Subscribe to Sunshine FC as well. But final few questions from you lot. Keep him United related before we close out, man. Always got to put in work, man. Relentless. You already know, non-stop people. Non-stop whatsoever. Yeah, if Troops is like, because he's always redirecting, I send you lot to Troops. Yeah, Troops doing the Jamaica watch along. 100%. Will Manchester ever be red again? Yes, 100%. 100%, without doubt. Hey, Bajan Pops, you already know. Bajan Reds TV, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. You already know. Do we know the two guests for the United Arsenal show? You're 110% familiar with one. The other you may not be so familiar with if you only watch Sarcasm. You'll only be familiar with if you watch Sarcasm City TV. But one you'll know very, very well. Off topic, but what is the one Champions League game you're looking forward to watch? Liverpool, Real Madrid. I need Real Madrid to embarrass them again. I need that 5-2. I need them to run that back. I need that. Trust. Hey, Solomon, big up. You already know. I tell my voice getting a little hoarse. I need to get sent to E as well. Supposed to run clubs, but this show ran over. But hey, we keep the show on the road. Back tomorrow on just 11:30 p.m. UK time. Manchester United Arsenal show. Manchester United, going to talk from the Arsenal show. So that's the Manchester United Arsenal show. Now, the one games, not Barca Bayern. Nah. I'm not really looking forward to watching Bayern like that. Barca, yes, but Bayern Munich. Nah. Outside of that, Sporting. Villa Bayern Munich, just from a Villa perspective as well. Real ain't doing any revenge work for you. Ain't even revenge work for me. I just love seeing them batter you like at your place. So, I hope it happens again. I'm used to Real Madrid winning there. Ain't they won on there like their last 2 visits? 5-2. And then Ronaldo won, right? So, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Yeah, the panel going to be packed. If City win the Champions League and 5-peat this season, it will be a terrible season for us United. It's going to be a terrible season for us regardless. Whether Arsenal win it, whether Liverpool win it. Awful season, unless we sack this manager soon. You sack this manager soon, you can salvage it. You got the domestic cups, you got the Europa League, and then you got something to build on from there. Big up Omar, you already know. All right, we are going to close out. I need to get the Sarcasm City TV, the logo, the PNG, which I've not got the new one, put it in the corner once I get a new logo. Anyways, closing out. Shouts to Vader. Shouts to all of you lot. And this has been the Manchester United, Manchester City show. Mandem United podcast meets the Mandem City podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. And actually, one last thing. Big up T.Guna for the super chats. He dropped 3 super chats. Big up to Beans on Toast for his super chat. And pause for his donation as well. Bajan Pops, you already know, man. Big up my Bajan brother. You already know. I love to everyone that's locked in. Salute and Sarcasm City Raid in Troops' chat. Big up.